We're live. Hey, guys. How is everybody?
Hello.
You're looking really crisp, James.
Oh, I had a shower before.
No, you look very flash, mate. It's like,
Yeah, I even brushed my hair and put smellies on, mate.
whoa. Yeah, we don't have smell-o-vision. No, you're doing a boomerang, are you?
Oh yeah.
Or a buffalo?
Nah, boomerang.
Yeah, look like a boomerang.
Yeah.
How are you, Paul?
Good, thanks, Jason. Yourself?
Yeah, mate, still stuffed up from last week, but I'll get there. It does. Bilge, looking good, mate. Love what you've done with your hair. And morning to Dom and Sue. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining in. Hopefully, Moss is going to be joining us sooner than later. Young Brody's here. Awesome. And there's a bird in the background somewhere.
No, it's a pretty toy.
What else is doing? We'll kick off with Paul. How has your week been? And hey, Scotty's models.
Oh, it has been productive.
What'd you do?
Got the chassis built for the Dodge.
Well done.
Engineered, seat in. And
Really?
now I'm trying to fit a Countach engine into a 69 Camaro.
Why not? As we all do.
I'm sure it'll happen.
You're very inventive there, Paul.
No, just bored.
Okay. Well, I haven't
And
seen
buying
from
models
Wombat.
is cheaper than the real thing.
Haven't heard from Wombat, so I hope he's okay.
Might be knocking him sick.
Well, it's his second lot of COVID again, so yeah, HQ. Yep, very good.
Toy World sell these.
Okay.
In the 2-door, 4-door standard panel van and also Sandman.
Very cool.
Only in HQ models at the moment, but it says Series 1, so I'm guessing there will be more coming out soon. So
Okay. And what are you up to, Bill, besides texting the world?
My girl wants to know what I'm doing.
You rude little man.
Wow. Well, work. Fixed a pump today, dealing with cattle, and trying to get over my knee being sore.
Yeah, well, you did go for a bit of a trip, so.
Yeah, sorry. Next time I'll send you a postcard.
Thank you.
But just plodding away on Terry's build and plodding away on the Speedy.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. What about you, James? What are you up to, mate?
Well, I started this boomerang whilst I was working out how I was going to fix up this sky band on the Spitfire, because as I've gently sanded back the clear coat to get to the sky color, I've found where, you won't see it on screen, but
Hang on. I've got to reach, remember?
hang on, I'll just turn the torch on my phone to see if that'll give extra light as I hold it.
Who's got a phone going?
Yeah, no, that was just me. So, where am I? Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Just see the dark green coming through it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a couple of lines there, and then the same on.
How did you do that?
I'm not sure. So, whilst I've been stumped on that, instead of just sitting back, I thought I would put together the Airfix boomerang, you know, so I don't lose the plot as such.
Yeah,
I've lost the plot. We know that. But
we already knew you didn't have the plot, but so I've got to give you a phone number too to call somebody to pick these books up.
Yep.
So, thank you again. Well, my week's been basically up until Friday on the couch. Literally on the couch. It was only that Moss is on a desperate times, and he needed me to get some. He needed some colours, some military colours, to go over to the UK because he's run out already. So I took a 1.5 dose of painkillers. Was near zonked out of my head. Couldn't. And lucky, I was like, because I had a bit of help, like, what does that say, kind of thing. And it got all boxed up, and yeah. Yes, they are, Brody. They're back on the horse, mate. We're going to beat up some doggies tomorrow. And, I mean, just to highlight the end of the week here, you know, Manly just got pass raped by Penrith. It was great.
Yeah.
So
being beaten by 10 points, I don't know if that's an arse raping, but they were still beaten.
Mate, it was an arse raping.
Either way.
Either way, they lost.
And it was a beautiful thing, and I appreciated Penrith at that moment in time. Because I knew I had to go on a live stream with a Manly supporter. So, yeah.
Have you got Phil Florey on in the background, James?
Yeah, so it seems.
That
wasn't what it started on. Obviously, whatever I finished whatever I was watching has finished.
That's his main Apache.
Yeah. Yeah. He never leaves them out of the box, does he?
Nah.
So good news. I had to get a power supply because I did make an attempt to come up here. My spray booth power supply went bum up, and I thought, oh, maybe it's a power board. No, got all that checked, and then a few other things, and it's the power supply. So I've got one on order. Should be here this week, hopefully. So
J-Car has them.
Yeah, I've already ordered it. It was eBay cheap enough, so
fair enough.
The same one on J-Car. They wanted $29.95. I picked this up for $12.
Yeah.
I went
Should have got two.
So, what else we got? Looking forward to you turning up next weekend, James. The lovely Simon hasn't been here for months and months and months. So,
does that mean he's clinically dead?
No, not really. No, he's always in my heart. I don't know what he's up to. I know he's working his ass off.
Oh, yeah.
He gave Pete heaps this morning.
Eh?
He was giving Pete heaps this morning.
Very good. Very good. I think I sent an invite to Pete. I'm not sure, but if he turns up, he turns up. What else is doing? Yeah, so I was looking so forward to this weekend, as I told you, but yeah, common sense had to prevail. Like, if something happened where it got even worse, I'm 2.5, 3 hours from home. It's just a big drama. So,
yep, that's it. Where do you live, Brody? If you're moving house, or where you're moving to?
Where is Brody moving to?
Hibbo too busy trying to become the next Scottish. The next Ian Baker Finch.
Maybe Cameron Smith, that'd be good. So your wax and cut will be going out probably Monday or Tuesday, mate, unless you wanted to add something else, let me know. Paul?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so, mate, as I said, just limited mobility.
You're not far from me then, Birdie.
Could be a community thing.
Oh, maybe. You never know.
So, what do you got in your hands there, Bilge?
I am going to start putting the tail lights in this.
Hang on. Why is your resolution so shit today?
Thought you were going to say you had a rollie in your hand.
All the kids are home, so everybody's probably online. But yeah, so I'm whacking the tail lights in this, and they're quite small.
I don't know what this is, but hang on. We've got somebody from Lincoln in the United Kingdom on at the moment.
Nice.
Oh, last night was very international. We had two people within a half an hour, nearly an hour. I had France, Belgium, Cologne, Milan, the USA, 4 from the USA. It was like every other country bar Australia was online.
What show is this you're doing?
No, this is on the website.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
It was, I was like, yeah, wow. So that was pretty cool.
Right, dude. Go back to the small screen, will you?
Yeah, and we had like, but the UK traffic has really, really, really picked up.
Yeah, that's good.
Because of what Moss is doing over there, so yeah, he's getting hammered, so they say.
And selling paint.
Yes. So
And playing music.
you moved your webcam or something, Paul, because you look like you're staring into space. You got the wrong camera, or
No, that's looking at the camera, and that's looking at the screen.
Monitor.
Okay, righto. We're just seeing this profile and.
Actually,
yeah, my screen's already cracked.
But I have been taking advantage of B&A's half price sale.
Have they got a half price sale, have they?
Oh, just two.
Wouldn't worry about it, Buff. There's probably nothing left. It's probably broader. What?
There goes the. This was the second one they did.
I need to put my eyes on.
112 GT40.
Yep.
go play soon.
God knows where I'm going to put it.
3 dogs.
Oh, well done, mate. So what did they both cost you?
$115 delivered for the B24.
Yep.
And $60 for the GT40.
Happy days.
So I'm just going to build a new room for the Liberator.
Yeah, I just built a hangar, mate.
So you see what Seaman's done with his bird? Hanging it from the roof and still having it all hooked up, so it sort of kind of wants to fly.
Oh, did you? That link I sent some of you last night with rest on Jimmy's channel. the restorations for you? Where did that Chevy pickup truck?
I didn't get to it.
And he's getting better and better at his videos, so it's really good. So,
I'll have to go have a look.
but he used red, yellow, and Ford light engine blue. And hey, Jeremy. And he created the perfect timber color for the back of the ute.
Sweet.
And I've never seen anybody mix outlaw colors, so that was.
Well, I have. I've watched you make it. That class
Yeah,
has been.
but mixed 3 different colors. I was like, wow, there we go.
Well, my attempt at a temporary cockpit green when I had none was playing with outlaw colours.
So now you've got it, and it's perfect, and that's all the way it is to it.
Yep.
I'm just going to mute myself whilst I lay some brown on the boomerang.
Really?
There we go. I'll mute you. There you go.
Glad he clarified that.
Yep.
All right.
So I did do a little bit of, I did the radiator of the GT40, but again, the back I just couldn't sit in this chair. It's not happy now. I've got some painkillers going, but there's just a position in the lounge at the moment where I can sit, where I can just go, So
that's basically what I did yesterday, just watching YouTube and laying out.
So, how long before you reckon you finish, Paul?
Finished which one?
The NASCAR.
Paint the body, put the dash in, put it on the shelf.
So all things being true and correct, I will be releasing pink primer and white primer next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, by next Friday.
Well, hang off on my delivery and put that in with it. I'll send you the extra cash.
Okay, you asshole. Dom, I put my back out last Saturday morning, mate. Thank you. Hey, Richard.
Involving
all I did, Dom, was like normal before golf on a Saturday morning. Went to put a sock on, and I was in absolute agony. And so I don't know what I did, but I know I did something because it told me very quickly that I'd done something. So yeah. So Richard has adorned us with his presence. And yeah, age is the thing, Brody. Age, very bad age. So
yeah, things just don't heal like they used to.
No,
don't bounce like we used to.
Oh, we got somebody on there from Melbourne.
Oh,
so we got Brisbane. Two right now that are from Brisbane. One from the UK still on, and Melbourne's on at the moment. So yeah, I have to say, it's the coolest thing out. And you're sitting there and you're seeing all these people from all over the world look at your website, wanting and sending you messages, wanting to buy Outlaw, and then some of them must think it's this big shed or whatever, but like this big factory, but it's a 6 by 6 meter shed, like, and one person. It is the yeah, you get pretty proud. So yeah,
cold, ain't it?
And now we got the USA as well. There we go. Ah.
Right.
Yes,
Bouncing
Brody, I am doing Formula One colours, mate. It's time. It's, again, one man. I have in my hot possession all the formulas of the cigarette companies, colours. Hey, AJ.
Hey.
You know, your Winfield, your Peter Jackson, your Marlboro. I've got their colours. I've got the formulas. And yeah. So once I have time to produce them, be happy with them, do the artwork for the bottles, get on the website, load all that up, work out everything else, then they'll be sold.
So next week.
Oh yes, mate, absolutely. I had the government turn up on Friday. They're doing an assessment for government grants, so we might be getting, and it's not guaranteed because it's government anyway. But hey, Gary, welcome, and we might be getting about 150,000 in. Hey, Bob, in government grants to buy machinery to be able to bottle, label, and cap. So that's roughly what the machinery would cost. And it produces about 2,000 bottles an hour. But everything will be still hand mixed. It will never, ever, as long as my ass points south, be done by a computer, ever. It'll be always hand mixed. So that because a computer can't see what it's just made. Yeah, it can't quality check it at the end. So machine can't do a spray out.
Yeah.
So from the only drama when you put it in a filling machine is you lose a lot of product.
Yeah, that's true.
But the amount of time you save is just off the charts. So once we've grown to the point where it's an acceptable loss of product versus time. Yeah. But it'll never, ever, 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 ever be anything but handmade, hand mixed. So
don't you say made by the modeler for the modeler?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, but it's a quality thing. It's why it comes out consistent every time. It's why when I do a batch, and I've sent photos to you guys where you can see literally right across the board, the same amount of pigment in every bottle. You know, Plastic Monkey is in the house. Have we got any likes yet? Who's in charge of likes?
Depends which thread you're watching.
I really hope Wombat's okay because, yeah, normally we hear from him. So, yeah.
We've got 4 on Aussie Modelers Live.
Yeah, one of those is me.
Big one was me.
Oh, no, but we got 16 people, 15, 16. That's all good.
Yeah.
I do have a kit coming. Oh, I got to show you what I got.
Don't move.
I've got it.
Well, not
I
too
wanted to
quickly
plan
anyway.
it's a bit better. But anyway.
Chairs on
Yeah.
wheels, remember? Just roll there.
Yeah, no, it's on carpet. It's a bastard. You know when you get one of those bargains?
Yeah.
I got one. Or
Uh-oh. Oh, my floor looked bad.
Bilge would love this. He would love to have this. Especially with all these woodwork for his ships and that.
If he didn't have to pay for it, he'd go for it.
I've built a lot of my own woodworking tools.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got a coping saw.
And it comes
nice.
with this little sanding disc attachment and buffer and everything else you want. And I only paid $50. It's been used once.
You stole it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was like $50. Thanks for coming. So
Oh, that's good score. But yeah, no, I got a it's probably about 1.5 foot long scroll saw given to me.
yeah, I got one of them as well. That's for garage stuff, but
No, I use it for when your Diddy box. I used the scroll saw to cut out the frames and the keel, false keel for it.
what the divvy box is right there, right literally there.
Just out of shot.
It never travels far. But for $50, I mean, use once.
Oh yeah, no, you stole that.
Yeah, and it comes with 5 extra blades, brand new blades, in different. You had your fine tooth pattern, white tooth pattern.
That's perfect for if you need to rip your own planks, because you can get timber in sheets and then rip your own plank.
Yeah, it's just. But I just thought, oh, you would have loved that. Something that small, instead of whipping out the big scroll saw.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like, yeah. So, yeah, that'll sit there and be used one day for something. I was thinking more for diorama stuff.
Yes. Yep. Like, get your balsa wood sheets and you can fucking rip out whatever shape you want.
Yep. So...
Right, that's good.
Yeah, was quite happy with that.
That's good.
I do have another model coming. I know it's crazy, but I picked up a 112 Honda Formula One from the old cigar style, like your Brabhams, early Brabhams.
Yeah, the old Tamiya one.
Yep.
Yeah, the big 112 one. I picked that up nice and cheap, but it's on its way from South Australia somehow. So, yep.
That's russet.
And the guy who I got it off, he is a slot car guy, but he actually has, and he's keeping it for me, a genuine Dale Earnhardt box set slot car. I think I've got the photo here. Hang on, I should have it here. And I was like, yeah, baby. So, where is he?
Let's go with that.
And we all see that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, ooh. So that was a bit of a highlight. So Yeah. So I'm wondering, besides everybody that's already got anything on the bench, what have you got on the bench, bro? Plastic, Sue, Dom, Harry, Sir Richard, Aussie Trekkie, hey buddy, if you want to join on, mate, let me know, and I'll add you to this. I'll send you the link to the stream.
Yeah.
What's everybody got going?
No. Get down. You big sook.
Let's see it in the comments, people.
So I want R20.
I think that's the first time we've seen that angle of the Enterprise, mate.
Actually, yeah, that is a different angle. It's usually off the port bow.
Yeah.
It'll get painted one day.
Scotty's got an M10 going.
When you've got nothing to do. Oi. Go like you.
I'm going to find out. Look, hang on. Jim's finally decided to turn up. Can you email me, please?
In the morning.
Hey, Jimmy. Bit late, mate.
Sorry for being late. Just woke up. Saw the clock. So
I'll forgive you.
Late for mastermind.
I'm sorry.
Just picking.
I'm still shaking the good morning, Harry Marwick here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Aussie Trekkie, Brody, Scott's Model, Plastic Monkey.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for Aussie Trekkie to send me one to the Outlaw Paints website.
Yeah, we got GB Model.
Join him.
Thought it was Monkey's bedtime.
Models. Good morning, ICEQUEEN. Well, yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's
probably really actually quite early in the morning for them.
Oh, hang on, and look out.
Just got out of bed.
Hey.
Everybody from America's arrived. Hooray! Except Ed. Ed's probably
It's like the Second World War all over again.
Yeah, yeah, we're arriving late as usual, us Americans, but you know, at least we got here. So,
Yeah.
oh boy, how are you, Jim? I just woke up myself.
Yeah, I was tired.
Yeah, here I dozed off and thought, okay, well, I usually wake up sometime between 3 and 3:30 for a pee break. And then I roll over. I look, it's 3:25. I'm like, oh, blimey. Do you guys have a headmaster at your schools in Australia? You know, like yeah, that's what I mean. I think I might have to go to the headmaster's office after class, right?
No, you can just face up to Buffer's carpet.
So Brody's got an M5 Supra, Mark 5 Supra, F18, 72nd, Skyline, HQ, Fokker 100, but he hasn't got, yeah, I know your thing. Very well done. Scotty's got his A10, M10. So Richard's got Mustang. Will always be working on a Ford. 67 Chev, Impala.
Yeah, well, not only do they fall apart, but they fall together.
Yeah, so,
Ford will be ongoing.
yeah. So if Aussie Trekkie can send me an email at jason@outlawpaints, that will be good.com, and I'll send him the link. That'll be fantastic.
Well, how was everyone's Sunday in Australia, or is everyone
done, mate? Nearly done.
Yeah, I know. It's
a few hours left.
Yeah. It's well, what'd you do? What'd you guys do?
Watch the football. Plastic's got the war spite on the bench.
Oh, excellent. Good for you. All right. I like your shirt. What you got there, Jason? Let me see a close-up of it.
Lest we forget your shirt. You don't
Yeah, the shirt, not underneath it. Okay.
Oh, that's
very good. I like that. That is awesome. That is awesome. You know, I was all this week. I mean, not all this week, but since D-Day, one of my favorite channels, World War II TV. He's been doing live remotes from all over Normandy, and he was going through one of the cemeteries, and he came across a grave of a Aussie, RAAF personnel who was killed in action in Normandy during the week of the invasion. It was unusual. He you know, a lot of British and a lot of Commonwealth Canadians and stuff, but there he had an Australian amongst them, in the RAAF too. Perhaps he was doing some air coordination, air spotting for artillery or something.
I'm pretty sure our pilot used to fly for the British.
Yeah,
Right.
RAAF flew as in RAF squadrons.
Right. Yes.
Same as the Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Plastic.
But there were certain RAF squadrons that were full RAAF.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I found that interesting. But yeah, he's been doing live remotes from all over Normandy this past few days. Sword Beach, certain battlefields behind the beachhead, and commemorations and everything. It's really good stuff. I mean, definitely a different take for me, this American, for D-Day, because we get everything is, if you watch here in the, any American, well, like any other nation, Britain, you're going to see a lot of the UK, and Canada, I would guess, and the same thing here for the States. So he mixes it up really well. I like the way he does his stuff. But anyway.
If we can have a time out, I would like to congratulate Jimmy on a great video that he put out last night on Restorations for You, mate. Fantastic work on the Chevy truck. Glad that you've turned away from those Ford things you tried to build. I think the world rejoiced, and well, I know I had a great time with it. So, no, well done. Your camera works pretty awesome, and your music and everything, and just the way you put it all together. And I did mention to the boys, it was the first time I'd ever seen outlaw paints mixed together to make one color. So, mate, well done. Congratulations on the video.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures, and I needed like a that wood color brown. So with enough blue or red and yellow, you get some orange and then some blue, and if you go too far, you get green. But then red will bring it back to brown. So it mixed well.
I tell Bilge to go and get fucked because he couldn't take the time, even though he sent the link that he could have watched it.
Oh,
he had nothing to do. He's been injured, didn't watch it, so I just tell him get fucked.
Well,
I'll take it.
The next one they'll get better. Hey, Jason, you've got Paul has a question, and somebody else is asking for your email address. I noticed
just sorted that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stab myself with tweezers.
They're asking Paul if he got the wooden deck with the Academy kit.
Yeah, that's Plastic Monkeys being asked that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Plastic Monkeys are Paul as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I just wanted to say kudos to Plastic Monkey. He just recently completed a border German 88 millimeter anti-tank gun kit that I had shelved out of frustration because it wasn't going right for me. And then he bought it, and before you know it, the thing's put together, and I tune into his channel to get the details on it. And I'm like, what the hell? And I got mine off the shelf, and I started working on it, and I realized, yeah, I can do something with this. So thanks, Plastic Monkey, again. There's a great model, and if anybody's seen it, he did a hell of a diorama with it too. But it restored my faith that I can get that octopus of a kit and make it into something. Border kits can sometimes frustrate me because they look great in the box, but I don't always have the best of times assembling them. And I don't want to stop short and bail out by saying, oh, it's the kit, it's the directions. It's partially me, but I just wonder where I end and the kit begins as far as what makes it so difficult to make for me. Anybody have trouble like that with models where you have a problem with it and you hear 2-3 other guys do the same thing and you're like, what the hell? These guys ran through it like it's a walk in the park, and here I am struggling with it. Anyone ever had that experience here?
Only with
That's
the
just
tech.
been his life.
I'd have to say that this Revell Del Rey has been a bear of a kit.
Well, Bilge, with that, you're dealing with probably a pretty old mold model. That's understandable. If that's the kit I'm thinking of, it's
Yeah, the 2-in-1.
the original mold goes back to. What do you think, Jim? You think that Revel kit he's got? But do you think it probably goes back to the 60s? The original?
I would think. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
But that little plow truck I got, that Revell, I noticed a lot of people had trouble with the box being deformed and stuff, you know, the truck box being deformed. And mine's perfectly fine. It's perfectly straight. So,
yeah, that's the other thing when you run a model, say, from the original mold from the 1960s, even if they retool it, you're pumping it out 60 years later, you're going to have warpage and flash and things like that on parts. You know, it's just how it is. And there's a lot of those out there. I mean, I don't follow them a whole lot, but round two models, the people that bought up all those old model companies, AMT and MPC and a few others, do they are they retooling the molds, or at least trying to make them a little bit sharper instead of just pumping out the kits over and over again? Anybody know anything about that?
G'day, Aubrey.
Hello.
I think they freshened the molds up, Jim.
Okay.
Welcome to the channel.
Okay. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I was wondering about that because, I mean, you're talking about some old molds that they're working.
Yeah.
I like their approach, though. They're keeping the original packaging of all those kits and all the manufacturers, because that definitely would sell better than them putting round two on the front of the box with a photograph or a drawing of the old model box. And there's a selling point when you see an old label or an old name in its original form. It really,
That's
a better approach to it.
People in our village go, I built that when I was a kid. It's in the same box. I'll get it again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect case.
Yeah,
Paul.
memory lane, as they say.
Yeah.
So,
I don't remember it being that crap, but oh well.
Well, you know.
Bilge, is the difficulty everywhere, or is it in certain aspects of the Del Rey?
Yeah, just you
the
There we go, boys. Hey, Scotty.
Hey,
Hey, evening.
hey.
Scott.
Good early morning, Aussie Trekkie.
Evening.
Sprue connections in stupid places on Chrome, and just the fact that seams
Evening for me.
not lining up,
Right.
just the shit like that, and then just constant dry fit, work it, dry fit, work it. As Paulie said to me, just keep sanding, Bilge. It'll fit.
Yeah. It's really
Get a
what
hole, you've gone too far.
When I was putting together that Revel motor for that plow truck on the last live, yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of sanding to get the fit.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I mean, I don't know if anybody here, Paul, maybe you built one of those Airfix Vintage Classics. You know, the newer version of the old kits from our childhood days, and we realize why they're called old models when you get them out of the box. Oh my goodness! Oh, the 24th Harrier. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that looks
Didn't
great.
need to be glued together, just needed all the flash sanded off it.
ELH Scale Model Garage. Welcome to the channel. So for those that are in the chat and new, we all do support each other's channels across the board. If you look on the bottom, you'll see restorations for you. That's the link there. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to put it in chat. That's Jimmy on the bottom. He is going great guns with restoring die-cast stuff. He's got 10s and I think you got 100,000 something on views on one of your videos.
Yeah, yep, yep. One of the early ones, so it's got like 110,000 or something.
So if you haven't subscribed to Jimmy there, the link's there. I will see if I can find it and I'll put it in the chats. You've got to watch what this guy does. He does a fantastic job and he's a good human being. ELH, mate, do you have a channel? If so, could we all go and see ELH's? Hang on, where is he? ELH Scale Model Garage. I'll do a search on that.
Okay.
And I'm going to subscribe straight away. Anybody that turns up here with a channel, it sounds like a channel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
we can all give scale.
Okay. Let me, guys. I'm going to go get my coffee. It's finally ready.
Are you going to give yourself like a wash your face or put a bag over your head?
How's it?
Nice.
Must be a back thing this week.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he's ELH. What's your first name, mate? And I subscribed. Who else has just subscribed?
I can't at the moment.
I'll bring him up here. I'll copy that, and we'll get a link to. I'll paste it in here. I'll go there. So click on that, boys and girls. And let's create a banner.
Paul, what are you working on recently? Oh man.
Hang on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go. So it's only a new channel.
All right.
Let me get that up. Bob's doing a jag. Hang on. Let me go, mate. Hang on. Give me 5 seconds.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Does
That's
Bob
Focus on the Angio, stupid thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Bob,
Done, Bob.
It looks like some kind of cross ram intake or something, or am I wrong?
Huge platinum chamber on top of the 426 heavy.
Okay. All right.
With a
And is this-
four barrel
is
double
this-
pump.
Is this going to be? Is that like a super bird, like NASCAR or something? Okay. All right.
Just under 43.
All right. That's awesome. What scale is that?
116.
116. Very
This
cool.
is just trying to fit a Lamborghini engine into a Camaro.
Yeah.
I thought, why not? Got a couple of spares.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to use the wheels size off the Lambo, so I might as well use the engine.
Yeah. That 1/16 scale, man, that's so cool.
It was cheap too, which is why I grabbed it. I mean,
Online?
Pardon?
Well, did you find it online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local hobby
he
supply.
finds a lot of things online.
Yeah. Too many things.
You know, it's interesting you mentioned that. There's a friend of mine. He's just finding out the world of. Oh, hey, wow.
Is that one?
Let me get my stupid hat right. See how messed up I am? This is what happens when you wake up at 3:30 with no coffee. I was going to say, I'm trying to answer Harry Marwick up above. He said, "Does anyone scratch build?" Yes.
I'll scratch my nuts.
Yeah. I figured that one was coming. I was going to say I was going to say to him, yes, I do, Harry, but not too often, just small items, not too many just projects. How about everyone else? You want to, I mean, Aussie Trekkie, that's your middle name, Scratch Build.
Tell me about it. That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and he's bloody good at it.
Yes, he
I
is.
like that name, Paul.
Hang on. You got to get focused.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
Got to find a way to focus, Paul, because your work is so awesome. We can, I can see it, but it's still a little fuzzy up close.
That's so cool. Genius.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's just a Hemi in a Chevy van.
Yeah, but it looks great. Did you do all the interior work?
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Awesome. Fantastic.
I wonder why I couldn't get off full screen then.
Because I'm in control. Okay, everybody, after 3, I want huzzah. 1, 2, 3.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Oh, bigger, like you mean it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Ah.
That's it.
Sorry, we're subscribing.
Very good.
So does anyone else here do?
I heard that outside.
Aussie Trekkie, we know you live by it. Paul, you do your work. Jim, have you done much scratch building in your kit building, or is it pretty much straight out of the box? Besides the wiring, you do.
Me, not. No, I wouldn't say not to the level like that Paul's doing stuff. No,
What?
Not to that. I'm headed that direction. But,
Have you witnessed Scott stuff, Jimmy?
who?
Scott, down the bottom, Aussie Trekkie. Have you seen his scratch building stuff?
No, sir.
You got you should check out
Scotty,
the channel.
I know it's a pain in the ass, mate. Could you grab that fire engine that you scratch built, please?
Yep.
And you get ready to be blown away, Jimmy.
Jim, go
Like
get a song.
blown like to the next universe. We're going full screen here.
I was privileged enough to see his postings as he was building it, so I've seen that come together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll just turn the light down.
No.
Let me scratch built that.
How good is that?
That's
I'm just going to go get a
awesome.
garbage bin now and throw mine out.
That is just stunning.
That's awesome.
And your trucks, which are just
Massive.
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah, you can see these logging trucks and trailers he builds. It's incredible.
you got to keep your pants on, Jimmy. You promise that?
Oh yeah.
His ladder truck, the boom comes out about 5 feet.
And your trucks. And your trucks.
Yeah, I'll just pick up the one I'm working on now, which is my Carlisle T800.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. With the air action.
Hanging off it.
So at the moment, I'm working on the headache rack.
Yep.
Completely scratch built that. I'll go grab my other one, which is completed.
Yep. You okay there, Jimmy?
Oh yeah.
Comes out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff. It's just unbelievable.
Uh-oh.
It's
So-
like it's
So
unbelievable.
that's
he's
the
up there with
completed
James.
one already.
Nice. Very nice.
Which I might see if I
The
can-
chains. I can see the chains hanging off the battery box, right? Or the fuel
Yep.
tank. Yeah. That's so cool.
So, and I've also scratch built the Lloyd that's going on it, so I'll grab that too.
Note to self, don't build trucks.
So-
Or
Just put it
don't put
away,
him
I
in the
won't
same
build a
chase
truck.
photos.
Does he have a channel?
Yeah, Aussie
So
Trekkie.
this is the
Aussie
Lloyd that's
Trekkie.
going on
Oh,
the
crap.
trailer, which is completely
Nice.
stretched as well.
Nice.
That's all scratch built, people.
Wow.
So
Okay.
if
That's
you go
awesome.
onto my channel, you'll see the videos of this being built and the push truck being built.
Okay. Now, I'll wait till you come back.
Yep.
He's got other things to show. It's like the best show and tell in the world.
So, do you work off of do you print off photos and you kind of get dimensions
Yes.
and scale? Okay,
Yep. I've built all that from photos.
that's
If
awesome.
if you know how to put up a photo, I can show you the photo I'm using to build that push truck, but I don't know how to put up a photo.
And is it all just like your intuition, or do you use things in the photo to scale different stuff, or are you pretty good at it now where it just makes sense?
Well, I've been building model trucks for the last 30 years.
Okay.
So I use that to judge what I want to build to go to it.
Okay.
But I also, my main computer, my monitor's on my 75-inch TV. So
Oh,
I'll zoom in a photo of it, so it's the same scale as the truck, and then I can get dimensions of how
Okay.
big the trailer should be, the load should be, and then I'll start drawing plans up at the on paper for the same scale as I'm building as well.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
So
it's-
I've done plenty of
Scotty,
that. Yeah,
I'm not taking the piss, mate, but the true sign of a master modeler is those who have built a Spitfire. So, have you got one handy?
I've got a Spitfire. I haven't finished
Where?
it.
Ah,
It's in the cupboard.
There you go, Joe.
Oh,
There
wait a
you go,
minute.
Buffy.
Wait,
Right, no, there's Jason.
Aussie Trekkie, did you say you have one going, but you didn't finish it?
Yeah.
All right, then you and Jason are kinfolk.
No, he's ahead of Jason.
I got to send you some paint, Scotty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you like using LP paint, eh, Scott?
LP.
Yeah.
What the hell is LP?
Well, you know how Tamiya is acrylic.
Yep.
Yeah. So LP is better than
Microphone.
it's
Oh,
just-
okay, because I mainly use Vallejo, Tamiya, and automotive paint.
Well,
Ah.
basically, Jason's paint's basically automotive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I'm building my cars, I'll get the color codes for that particular car and find a color that I like, and then I'll
Oh,
go
that
to
camera
the
is shit.
automotive paint shop and get the color made for me.
Yeah, well, you give Jason the paint code, he can make the paint.
Oh, okay.
And it's no mixing required. Just straight out. You shake it, straight in the cup, squirt it.
Because I've got to get my paints for the Falcon I've got and that Tirana.
I've got all them.
Yeah,
I know
And-
the
quite big thing.
You just let me know what year, what model, what color, and I've got it.
Oh, okay. That might be handy. Because I know I paid like 60, 70 bucks for probably 250 mils for the colours I get at the automotive shop.
Yeah.
So,
Does Aussie Trekkie, does that automotive paint, does that work with plastic?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The trucks, everything that I've shown you today is painted in automotive paint.
Wow, okay. I thought maybe it might be formulated from
I
metal.
used
No.
leftover paint from when I resprayed my Commodore to spray a Dodge Viper that I rebuilt.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just get a whole lot of it compared to what we use, but then you have like. So I'm assuming you're buying it by the pint, Trekkie.
What's that?
You're probably buying pints of
No,
automotive paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
the
if
smaller.
if it's a colour I use regularly, I'll buy a whole litre of it, and that by the time I thin it down, that could last me a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Chassis
like
black
colours
and
like
stuff
black
like
and
that.
white, I'll
Yeah.
use automotive paint, and it's cheaper than buying one of these all the time.
got to be able to use it up, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, Bob was on. Hey, Bob was online 5 hours ago. He streamed Saturday night at his bench. So
Yeah, well, I was up. I tuned into Peter's live at 4:00 a.m. his time, 4 p.m. my time, and then I had dinner, and then I knew I had time to get some sleep, but I got too much rest. So thankfully, thank God for coffee. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I love Saturdays because I'm here, and then before this, I'm tuning into Peter. And so, like last weekend, Peter just opened it up to there were like 6 of us on there. He just opened up his channel to a bunch of guests. I was there, a few other guys. So it's really cool. I like this stuff, hanging out and talking shop with a bunch of dudes live, especially when it's different places around the world.
Yeah.
By the way, Jim, I should say, what the hell we've been talking. Thanks a lot for the offer on the 3D printing stuff. I'll tell you what, like I said, my message, I mean, those things are becoming more and more affordable and manageable to run and operate. Who knows? I may have one before I know it. I mean, I thought I'd never get a cell phone, Now I got this. God help me if I lose it.
hang on. Look at that.
Oh,
There you go.
nice.
That's the one.
Lucky you're on
32nd
full
window.
screen because my pants are down.
Nice.
Greatest plane ever.
That's a mental image you'll never get out of my head.
Well,
With the Spitfire or Jason with his pants down?
Jason's with his pants down and a Spitfire.
Hey,
well, when I eventually get to the UK and get out to Duxford,
Wrong little things, big things grow.
yep, mate, they will have to.
Well, we got quite a peanut gallery here tonight. Everyone's shooting.
They will have to make sure I keep my pants on out there when I get near a Spitfire.
Well, as Rodney Dangerfield always said, "Who, you're a good crowd."
Yeah.
Yep, there's some good people. There's a great.
God help the crowd if Jason's there when they start one up.
Well,
That's going to end messy.
sound of that Merlin purring away will drown out all the noise of one man having what may sound like an out-of-body experience.
Right.
I will. People won't understand, but I will.
Well, I'll tell you what. One time years ago, I was at an air show, and it was in Rockford, Illinois. It's about 90 miles outside Chicago, and we're walking around the place. Me and my buddies were there, and overhead they had some airplanes flying. Well, out of nowhere comes 3 aircraft, all painted dark blue. They're all World War II. Well, close to World War II era. You had a Corsair, a Hellcat, and a Bearcat,
Oh.
and all 3 of them did a low-level pass. And with those Pratt & Whitney double Wasp engines that those things had, it was loud and proud, man. Those things have a sound to them that is just like the Rolls-Royce Merlin. When you hear it, you know it. And wow, that was something, being able to see it. So I would love
You fool, you don't hear.
so
The gull wings and the Corsair, man, those things are so cool.
well, I used to watch the old television show Black Sheep Squadron, and
Black Sheep.
I still do, just for the airplanes. The rest of it's garbage,
Right.
But and when I was a kid, we just watched it for the airplanes. So yeah, that's one of my favorite warbirds from World War II. It's just, there you go. I knew Paul would turn one up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think I saw on a historical like a documentary about the Corsair that the gull wings were necessary to get the propeller up off of the off the ground.
13-foot diameter propeller.
Yeah.
That's
It was
originally
undercarriage legs long enough.
Yeah.
right. It was originally rejected by the Navy for carrier operations, so they sent it to ground bases and they gave it to the Marines. And then they eventually wound up finding enough pilots who could prove that it could land on a carrier. It was still a little bit of a loosey goose when it came to getting down on a ship. But if you watch some of those old films, carrier landings were anything but easy back then, no matter what you were flying. It's incredible some of the crashes you see. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, that's all it was a controlled crash, basically.
Well, it still is, but back then they were still learning what happens when an airplane comes close to something trying to land in the open sea with a blast of wind going up or down, throwing a thing all over the place and hoping you hit a wire. And then when you don't, oh my God, I've seen some horrible ones where I think it just goes rolling forward into the parked aircraft. Woo-wee! I guess the most dangerous job would have been the guys who were on deck. You know, the landing personnel. Holy shit! You had to be quick of foot on that thing, I would guess. But anyway, yeah,
Well, if you see the footage of that one that actually tore its tail off when it got the arrestor cable snapped in half, and then the front half proceeded to pile into the island structure.
Right.
Oh, yeah. You talk about that? Yeah, that Hellcat. Yeah. Well, you know, one of the
Look at James there brushing away at the top.
Oh yeah, James, what you working on?
Oh, he's,
So it is
Right.
lovely.
he's laying some brown apparently.
Paint.
Oh, I see. You've got yourself on your big screen television behind you. I'm used to having you.
No, that's not him. No, he's got some other channel.
I was used
That's
to having
glory.
airplanes land on his TV screen behind him, like he's got a monitor for an airport. Is that what it is, James?
I was just painting some RAF foliage green on my boomerang.
Foliage.
Foliage, foliage.
Oh, he's
No,
saying it so the Yanks will understand him.
I'm raising my hand. I got something to say, teacher. May I speak? James, you got it right. On the south side of Chicago, we say foliage. So you're good. Don't worry.
And you need to learn to speak fucking English.
Hey, you can go all around America and you can hear different versions of English. We are two people separated by a common language.
Yeah.
That is for certain.
Again, hang on. What do we got? Another boomerang.
Boomerang.
Yep.
I actually on the back on
Is
the
that-
TV is actually Nigel.
That's so cool.
Yeah, is that the special hobby kit, Paul?
I think so.
Because that's about the only one I know who makes a boomerang besides Airfix with a 72nd scale one. I wanna build one of those, man. That and a wear away. I know they didn't have very good combat histories, but they're beautiful airplanes. And there's not enough Australian aircraft modeling subjects. If you look around on modeling channels, there aren't too many, I mean, outside of where we're at with our host and all the Aussies in company tonight. I mean, if you go around the internet looking around, not many people's subjects go to Australian versions of Beaufighters or Spitfires or even their own homespun aircraft, the wear away, the boomerang.
Don't make me get the Beaufighters down.
I'm
There
sorry.
you go.
Don't make me get the
that out.
Beaufighters down.
Yeah, well, I've got a Beaufighter. It's going to be an Australian version. I want one of those. I got the old Otaki Spitfire. I'm going to make that the Aussie version.
If you get the Tamiya 124th Beaufighter, everything in it.
Fourth?
Not 124th.
Sorry,
148.
I don't have a garage for that. I got to park my car in there. I can't put an airplane in it.
Yeah, the Tamiya 148 Beaufighter. Everything in there to build the Australian one.
Oh,
I have an idea.
Thanks, ELH, but I don't have a channel. It's just me. I do have a channel, but I don't have anything on there. Let's put it that way.
We're gonna go get some more water.
In order to comment, when I first started this YouTube venture I'm in, I realized it says you must create a channel in order to, have an entity to go from.
Yeah, so you can be on
comment
YouTube.
to. Yeah, right. So I do have a channel. Okay. That took me but thank you, ELH. I think you may be the first person that subscribed to me. So
Yeah, mine just has an air show on it.
I don't
Yes,
know.
that's all it has.
I don't have anything. It's kind of like my brain right now. It's like zero, flatline.
Well, that was just so Jason could see the Spitfires.
That's it.
Well, let me tell you, the Spitfire is a beautiful airplane. There's no doubt about it.
No need to
I-
speak anymore. That's it. That's it. That's the
I
greatest
do
plane
have
ever
a
built.
story about hearing when my son was 5. We were at an air show at Bankstown Airport. We were inside an aircraft called Connie, Lockheed Constellation, the only one flying in the Southern Hemisphere. We were sitting there talking to the pilot. Yeah, Connie was my son's favourite plane because it's 4 engines and you could feel it fly past.
Yeah, it's a big
And we
airplane.
were sitting there talking to the pilot inside the plane, and I heard an engine start. And it was, and you could see that the pilot was an aircraft nut as well. Because as soon as he heard it cough, he's gone, okay, we got to go now. It was time for the Spitfire to take off. It was the Tamora Mark 8, the Grey Nurse.
I love the Mark 8. That's my favorite Spit. With the pointed rudder or the round tail rudder?
The Mark 8 has the pointed.
Right. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Which is actually in the 124th kit, Jason.
Yes, I know, mate. What? One of those ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to get the retractable tail wheel.
I don't want the Mark 8. It's got to be the 9.
No, the Mark 8's the one we had.
Yeah, I want the 9.
Okay.
Have any of you guys built a Mosquito?
Yeah.
I've got one lying around here somewhere.
I've got a 48
Who's got one on the shelf?
that I wish I hadn't painted black because it looks flat as a pancake. But that's my fault more than anything else. It was it was a model that taught me that single color models are extremely challenging to paint because you got to. It's more of a challenge to make that stand out and give it some depth than you do with something that's got camouflage paint on it. Because when I got it done, I had it in my cabinet. I've got it in there now, and I looked at it, and it was like, ugh, all right, it's done. It looks flat.
Just a heads up, next
It
time,
looks like a freaking drawing, is what it looks like.
use every different shade black you can find.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Here, let me ask everyone a question here. We can all go around and answer it. But when you build a model, when you finish a model, it's done, and you put it back. I mean, not back, but on your shelf. Do you ever feel the urge to, like maybe you see something someone else did to the same model, but after you finished it, you ever go back to that one? For me, I'll answer first. I'll say rarely, if ever, do I cross that line and pull a model back and do something to it. I've tried it in the past, maybe like add some aerial wires or maybe add a little item here or there, and I've often buggered it up, as you guys say, and put it back and the parts broken from it. But let's go around and add. Do you guys generally, as a rule of thumb, once something's done, it's done and never touched again?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I just buy another kit.
I always look at them and know if I was to ever do that again, what I would do differently and how I would improve it. But I don't go back.
Okay.
Super critical, like everything that's, yeah.
I just built the next kit.
Okay.
So that's why I've got 9
Trekkie, what do you do?
Spitfires.
I usually don't, but if I see something that could be done better, I'll try and improve it on the next time.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
I've already rebuilt my first plank on frame that I built.
Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. Look at this.
But you can imagine the glue bomb that was going to be.
Right.
I rebuilt it and it came up nice. And then I sat there looking at my second plank on frame build I did and went, that is shite.
Have a look at this.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It's like, okay, it's Ed is his name? Yes, Ed. Ed is ELHCL model. Okay. Well, I guessed it on Oz's channel last weekend and a weekend before that.
That's nice,
So
Bilge.
that
And redone it.
Hang on, Bilge.
I guess my name's been left behind as I just subbed to it. The gym I just subbed to is a channel named SCALEMODELLING. Well, I was
because you were on there and your name is gonna show up on his channel. So
Okay, all right. Thanks, Jim. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Go on, Bill.
So this was my second plank on frame that after rebuilding my first one, I wasn't happy with it. And
Wow.
it's all timber. This is the Hachette Build the Titanic. So I completely stripped it back to bare hull, redone all the hull shape, replanked it, and yeah.
So you pulled all the, did you have the model complete, Bilge, and pull all
Yeah,
the superstructure pieces off?
Yeah, everything.
Holy
Like,
moly.
here's part of the
Damn,
superstructure
did
here.
you ever consider being a surgeon?
He's
You
a
have-
tree surgeon.
That's some great
Yeah,
skill.
exactly. I actually am. Like,
Yeah.
being an arbor, the class
Okay.
is tree surgeon.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, that's really something to take a model apart and do it cleanly. Ooh, that's some good work. My hats off to you, sir.
No, well, a plank on frame build, you basically build the skeleton, so the frames, everything, and then you plank it. And once you've got that, there's your bones. And I always build them I'll build a jig for them so I can keep everything straight, everything square. And then once that's set, you fair your hull. I actually went one step further because not only that, but I ended up with a second hull of this kit. So I'm also building her sister. Hull
Which one?
433, I think she is.
Which one?
She was the hospital ship, Britannic.
Oh, right, the one that went down and
That's gonna be
run the garden.
basically a scratch-built ship,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm just using all the because
So that is the 200 scale model.
yes.
Okay. Freaking huge. What do you
So,
say?
Scotty, what's on your
Yo.
bench, mate?
What's that?
What's on your bench, mate?
At the moment, I'm working on my push truck.
Just on that. What else you got in the mix?
That's all I've been working on for the last 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're a bit sad because we thought you'd, maybe have 5 on the go, but no.
Well, I've got a few others that are in the back room that I've got on the go. I could pull out if you want to see some other stuff that I've been
Oh, mate,
working
we would be delighted to see your stuff, mate.
on. I'll go get my superstructure for my 1-200 Bismarck.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, let's see that. Go ahead, Tracy.
Yeah.
I've got to see
I'll be
that.
back.
I'm going to
Please
roll
do.
my coffee. I'll be right back, guys. This is something I got to see.
So
As they say in the classic, Scott, whip it out.
So Bilge, it's almost like building a real ship. If you're building a jig and you're truing the frame and stuff, that's amazing. How did you debond it and pull it all apart with it being wood? Didn't it peel and like
A little tiny bit, but the funny thing, PVA wood glue.
okay,
Keep it enough,
it'll soften and you can.
and you just pull it apart. And then it's just a matter of sitting down with chisels. Like I've got, the tools you use when you do your leather cutting, and you put the ink on it and you make a stencil.
Yeah.
Well, I took a set of those tools and finally sharpened them, so that I've got all different.
Hey,
Basically all different types of mini chisels for working wood, so I can do my own carving.
That's awesome.
Not only that, but I don't have it here, but the USS Melvin, Fletcher class destroyer by Lindbergh, I believe, called the Blue Devil. I had that kit. I built it, and I was just like, nah. It's a plastic kit. It's kind of lumpy. Oh, go ahead, Trekkie.
So,
Nice.
there we go.
Yeah.
1-200 scale that I've been working on for a few years now. That's all aftermarket parts have been put on it, photo etched. So,
God.
what's the lighting, mate?
the lighting is interior lighting, and then I've I've got it on remote control that it also goes into battle mode and all the lights go out and then the red lights come on in the bridge.
Oh wow!
Have you
And
got?
the searchlights will come on and off randomly, which I've done with my 1/200 scale Missouri as well.
Oh god!
So I've got a few others. Yeah. Another one I started a few years ago, I've still got to get around finishing is my, I think it's 132nd Tomcat.
To me, yeah.
Oh,
It's the trumpeter kit.
Oh,
Okay.
So
Wow.
it's
aftermarket cockpit in it. The intakes at the front, they were completely replaced with the correct shape. So basically I had to cut half the hull off to put the new intakes in. So I've been working on that for a long time.
Who does
That's
your
awesome.
PCB boards, mate?
Me.
Yeah, he does his
Oh,
own.
my new friend.
And I'm
Yeah,
also
no, he does all his own programming.
But I do that too. So
Have
that's
you watching this bit, Monkey?
another one.
It's the same one as Ron Cavalry was building.
Yeah,
Oh,
Same one Monkey's
awesome.
building, isn't it?
and that's going to be
is that
fully lit as well.
That's a U-boat?
Yes,
Part of it.
with the full
Is that
interior.
the Ravel?
Trumpeter. So
What
that was
scale?
the forward section, and I've also done. If I had my power supply here, I could light it up for you too. I might go get it because I've also lit up the instrument panels in the radio room and everything.
Jeez.
He's
I'll
another
go get my
showman,
power
right?
supply.
Just the
What's
Australian version.
Well,
Oh, there's
no,
a bloke
no.
called See My BMW who does all the same stuff you do.
Oh,
Lights,
okay.
about
David.
everything.
yeah, it's
I'll
too
go get
bad.
my power supply and I'll be back in a sec.
I know. We're here.
Bill,
Aussie
We
Trek.
ain't going
Yep.
anywhere.
Yeah, Aussie Trek.
have you seen Seamus's CH53 build?
I saw it a while ago. That's the one
Well,
where
he's
it's
got-
lifting the Humvee.
Yeah, hovering over his spray booth, lifting up a Humvee.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's got 240 volt.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I'll be a minute trying to work out which circuits to connect.
Okay.
It's too bad.
Put them on your tongue. You'll find out if they're live.
Right.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Oh,
Is that a doodle, James?
Yeah. Oh, mini Labradoodle. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Not a
this
real
is
dog.
her size.
Oh, those are the best damn dogs, man. I have one, and it's not a miniature, but man, she is the best dog.
Yeah.
The best dog.
If you super glue a stick to their stomach, you can mop the floor.
Oh man, the best dog.
I'm
If you get tasty, you don't need
biased
to-
toward border collies myself because I had one as a family dog. and
Real dog.
They're great dogs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Look at that. Dan's best friend.
Yeah.
I was going to say Aussie Trekkie. It's too bad you're not in the Chicagoland area. You know, here at the
I've been
Museum
to
of Science
Chicago.
and Industry. Yeah, good. Well, here at the Museum of Science and Industry, we have the U-505. I don't know if you ever visited that, but that would be a wealth of information for you right there.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
back. I've got to get some more cable.
yeah. That's
Okay. We'll be here.
that was something that we always look forward to when we were kids. We would go to we'd bother our mom and dad to let us get into the sub to take a walk through there. And the last time I went in there as an adult, oh my God! I know that in another time, people were physically, the stature of people were different in the 1940s, but I couldn't imagine being I mean, maybe now, but not in World War II. Holy
What was the place down near the rocks? The powerhouse.
Powerhouse Museum.
Yeah.
Here we are at Parramatta.
Okay. Well, we're all waiting here, mate.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh,
Holy shit.
Oh man.
holy moly!
So you can see in the radio room that there's lights in the instruments in there.
Yeah,
That's
there you
so
go.
cool.
There you go, Bucky. Something to aim for.
Damn.
And I'm assuming you're using like nano or pico little LEDs.
SMDs.
Okay.
So, which are really, really
Increase
small, especially the ones in the instruments. They are tiny.
Oh yeah.
And then I can go from that to. Oh, there's the lights for the battery room.
Very cool.
Jeez.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the that'll be the room for the radio room to turn those lights on.
You only
And
need
then
to
we
see
go-
the pictures.
And then we go into battle mode.
Wow. All red. Yeah. Holy moly. Do you have any audio on there?
Not on this one.
Oh, it's too bad. You could have
Go
it in
over
German.
to Aussie
You could have it
Models
in
Live.
German. Achtung, Achtung, Achtung.
Yeah.
Flugzeug.
I've been working on that one for a long time too.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be awesome. Yeah. Zunderland. Port Zunderland. Porcupine. Oh man, that is awesome. That is incredible. 48 scale. What's that thing gonna size out to when it's completed?
About 4 feet.
I'll go
Yeah.
get the hull. You can see how big it is to me.
It's gotta be over 36 inches. Holy
About
mackerel.
4 feet, I think it is, Jim.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. It's got at least, yeah. I was thinking at least
We are
3
I have
being-
seen photos of the box hanging out the back of an English hatchback.
Oh my goodness, hang on.
Wow.
Holy moly.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So
That's
Aussie
cool.
Trekkie, do you have another
And
house
that'll be the
for
spot
your
where all
stuff
the
too?
compartments go in.
Jeez.
That's
So
crazy.
it's not exactly small, this one.
We
No.
are being entertained with greatness.
When this live is over, he's gonna have as much work putting everything away that we had him get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
God
and that's
help
only
they bring
just
out a
twice what
148
he's got.
Sunderland.
Mate, would you mind being a regular, Scotty?
Sunday's a little bit harder for me because of me going back to work on Mondays.
Okay.
It's just a little bit inconvenient time at either 11 or 5.
Well, just,
I'll
mate,
ring
if you
you
could
back.
just click us an email saying you can or you can't, that'd be great. And that way I can send you the link to the show, mate, because
Yep, not a problem.
Yeah,
everybody
your
loves watching your work.
your stuff is awesome, Aussie.
You do great work.
It's great stuff.
I'm going to take up
I-
bidding.
I'd like to. Where do you? Jim had a good point. Where do you store it all when it's finished?
They're everywhere. I've
Okay.
got 2 bookcases in my living room that are completely full, and I've got them in my spare room as well.
Holy moly.
Hang on.
Yeah, we're looking at Paul's museum. Oh, you got the Anson. Nice. Got Coastal Command pattern on that Anson, Paul?
It's the Australian experimental scheme.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Not a fan of the Anson, but it looks good the way you make it. Wow. Bow fighters, and yet more bow fighters. Love it.
Awesome.
Oh, nice photos in the background too. I like that. That adds a little spice to the display case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the Matchbox kit? The that one right there? Is that the
Yes,
Matchbox?
Peter Oxley cried when I built that.
I'm sorry.
Peter Oxley cried when I built that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's how it is, Peter. Sorry, mate.
Was that a growler up on the top corner there, Paulie, above that?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that exact same kit.
That's so cool.
Oh,
I've actually
I
got
tell you
that
what,
one on my shop.
I'm maybe a little biased, but I prefer my jet aircraft in flight mode because
You don't need, hey, go pan left again. We don't need to see anything else. Stop.
Oh, right
Right
there. Okay, the spit, and you got a Typhoon.
I'd screenshot that.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, you know, half of making models is displaying them properly, and you got it down, Paul. That's good stuff. You got to have them behind a display case, and yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, magic, mate. Magic.
Oh, your armor. Okay, yeah.
Oh, man.
Achtung Panzer. Yeah.
That's what the panda looks like, Jason.
Get back. Just sort of say that for me to you. Get back.
And that's what the Aslabs look like.
Yeah, get backed again.
Early chieftain, chieftain. Vietnam Centurion.
Yeah.
I've got that one too.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough upsetting of Jason.
Yeah. Build a lot of. I see you build a lot of exterior armor there, Paul. You've got stuff from post-war and World War II. It's good.
If we've used it, I'll build it.
If
Hang
you
on,
go
here
to
we go,
my,
wait.
again, you can see where some of mine are.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey, you got a Chicago police car in there. You got the old Blues Brothers. What is that? A
Yeah.
Dodge Monaco?
So,
Yeah, big, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
wasn't
as
nice.
you can see,
Sweet. Nice.
Oh,
It's
he's
not
going
the
in the
bandit.
bandit truck.
He's got the bandit.
so there's
Nice.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, I like the old Chicago police car. That's
And
that's
then-
really cool.
There's the Star Trek ones, or some of them anyway.
That's what mine will look like when it's finished.
That's so cool.
Probably
So
as
I
good
did
as
all
my
the
tank.
lighting for the original Enterprise. I did all the programming for the circuit board, for the spinning facades, everything.
I cheated. I just bought the polar lights kit.
Yeah, I did that on my very first one, and after a year it failed.
Oh,
I haven't
no.
got long enough yet. It's 2-year-old.
So I'll never buy the polar lights lighting kits again.
That's some great stuff. Too bad you don't have audio on that. You could have some Star Trek sound bites on there.
Yeah.
And if
With
you-
my refit that
That's a
I'm
copyright.
building with all the Aztecs, it's going to have full audio too, with sound effects of what's happening inside the ship, the engines going, weapons, everything.
Great. You can have some sound effects of the crew, like Picard or Number One or
Captain Kirk from Star Trek: The Motion Picture, the soundtrack from
okay.
that.
All right. I was gonna say you could throw some Dr. McCoy stuff in there. Damn it, Jim!
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, not a tailor. You could have a shitload of
I need the PCB because I donated some money to some bloke in Tasmania 2.5 years ago, and I still haven't seen my PCB of the Titanic.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
my
not do that.
Titanic, I put in a PCB on that too. The there's two towers on each side of the bridge that have signal lamps on top of them, and I've got them flashing in SOS.
Well, very good. I'm looking for the PCB that will control the smoke. I had it laid out. I had buttons, so you press one button, the stacks open up, and there's a fan that makes the funnel smoke go through in the case. It sucks it back through and back and out for the lighting, because as we all know, depending on what class you were on the Titanic, there was different lighting levels. So if you're in third class, you may as well have just a candle.
Right, yeah, you're in steerage. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Well, there's no
And
light
then-
running on it now.
Yeah. Departing.
Hey,
When you departed.
Jason, just a second. Go down to Ed's next comment. EL8 scale model. No, the one above Harry. There it is. I'm giving all she's got, Goblin.
Yeah.
I can hear him saying it now. I'm sorry.
So-
Go ahead. Keep talking, Jason. Sorry.
Yeah, so the lighting for that, I was considering getting the screws to go. It's just sorting out the gearing for it, because the motors, the thing will
Central
take off.
screws turn
Like,
at a different speed to the outer screws.
yeah. So I want to be able to gear them down. But I've got all the different soundtracks that I've collected over the years from when she left Belfast, Passengers, Sound on Board, and yeah, and the Marconi going off its head. So I want to be able to put that all on the board inside and link it up. So anytime somebody wants to press it and get it operational, they can. So
that's great. That's wonderful. I like that idea a lot. That really livens up a model display. That's for sure.
Yeah, just so it can be interactive, but you're not physically touching the shit in the box. You can touch the buttons and
yeah. Oh yeah, you got to have it that way. Yeah, I mean, don't. Hey, did anybody? Let me ask you this. I think it was last year. I didn't see this, but apparently it went viral. There was a model contest here in the United States, and a judge actually picked up a tank model and was using the flashlight on his phone to look on the underside of the model to inspect it to see if the guy painted it. But he picked up the model. How would you guys react if you were at a contest? You got a kid in there for judging, and someone just picks it up, whether they're a judge or not. I don't know how I'd behave. I can't tell you how I would react, but that'd be like hitting my kid.
It's like somebody leaning against your car or something, you know, like what are you doing? That's a good way. In my younger days, that'd be a good way to start a fight. Somebody leans up against your car.
In Australia, having been a judge a couple of times, quite a few times, so when, especially with car kits and stuff, 99.9 of them, they sat on a mirror, so you can see some underbody. Aircraft, armor. No, you don't pick up that. You never pick it up.
I'm with you. Plastic Monkey just responded. I'm with you, mate. Yeah. Ram it up his backside is right.
So, yeah.
Let's see if the light comes out his ears.
Depending on what show you go to, your entry conditions and how you to display a car or something. And so you know beforehand, but you just wouldn't you would not pick up a model.
You don't pick up a kit without asking first.
Right.
So my point. If you turn around and say, can I carefully look at the underside? Fair enough.
Down below.
Okay, Hobbytable, just go to Aussie Modelers Live, mate. So if you jump out of this and go to Aussie Modelers Live, you should be able to so it's actually going out to Wombat, Aussie Scale Modeler, my channel. It's going to Paul's, sort of, but it's Paul's isn't a channel. James's, and Wombat. So,
Dominic, it will be 11 a.m. next week.
Jason, go back to Bob's. There it is. It's against IPMS rules that the judges to pick up models. Okay, then I wonder what this man was thinking. I don't know what this man was thinking then who did pick it up. I don't get it, but that is, I don't understand that. That's I mean,
you know.
I don't like picking up my models because they usually fall apart.
Right.
It's yours. Paul, it's yours. You worked on it. Someone else touches that, it's like, hey, buddy, I put that together. I'll touch it.
I'm allowed to knock the mirrors off. Nobody else is.
I'll pick it up for you. I'm getting angry just talking about it.
I mean, the only thing, as a judge, I can suggest, if you're doing car models, especially car models, to add points, if you've gone to the detail, and most of us all do, to do your underbody, to put that detail in, to run your line.
I'll have to show you a car model I've done.
Yeah.
Please do, Scott.
Either raise it above a mirror.
Please do.
Or tilt it so
I'll go.
a judge can see. You know what I mean? A judge can see jack stands, yeah. So because the guy whose extra detail you can see is naturally going to get more points for the detail that you can't see.
Right.
Because you can't
well,
judge
there's
something
the
you
point
can't
there.
see.
If you want to build a showroom model, yeah, well, everything's going to be,
Here we go. Oh, look at this, boys.
Oh, good God.
I remember when you built it.
I love it. That is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I give you I give you 5 stars on that one, Aussie. That is fantastic.
I'll give you 10.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Another diorama like that.
Let's give them all big huzzah. Let's all give them a big huzzah. I mean,
Huzzah.
That is
all right.
Scott, the next one you should do is of it landing.
Yeah, that too.
That's cool.
And watching the front end crumple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chassis.
I wonder how many of those cars they went through filming just one episode.
627, I think, was the count.
Yeah, they had to start dipping into other model years.
Did they? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
General is a 72, wasn't it?
No, so the original one was a 69, and then they had to dip into like some 1970s and to make the show because they were going through so many of them.
Yeah, that style was around in the late 60s. I think 70 was the last year of that, right, Jim? And then 71 they went to the fastback body style, the sleeker one.
Didn't they have one that was like the video car, and then they had all the others that were stunt cars.
Absolutely. They had one that would like roll into town, and they put like 80 pounds of air pressure in the back tires, so it left only a little bit on the ground, so they could just roast them, on the way out of town. But yeah, they had I think is it Bo, the blonde? I think he still owns that.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's right. There, 68 and 69 Chargers. I think they went through, but they did have. Yeah, they had one car for just like all the scenes.
Yeah, that's like a 19. That's a 71. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a 71. Yeah,
which is painted in factory color.
Yeah.
I've also got my 68 here painted in factory color.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop building now, Scott.
Yeah, that's classic body style.
Between Scott and Seamus, we're screwed.
Yeah, we're screwed.
So they're all done with automotive paints as well.
Nice.
That's very, very nice stuff.
Do you mind if I ask, Trekkie, what's your day job?
I used to be a nurse, but now I'm working in one of the local truck servicing places where they sell new trucks and stuff.
Okay, all right. Somehow I thought you were. I figured you were some kind of engineer with your level of detail and wiring and the analytical, like. Yeah.
Nah, it's just an interest. But yeah, I used to be a nurse for a lot of years, but I had a bad experience, so now I'm working in a truck place in the parts department.
All right. Okay. Very good. That's I agree with Jim. I mean, I was thinking along the same lines because I've watched your videos and I'm just so impressed by the fact you've got your plans, you got your layout, and
that's amazing
from the ground
See,
up.
every model I build,
Scotty?
every model I build, I'll be probably doing research on that particular build for about 2 weeks prior to it before I actually start it, looking for photos and other things for details.
That's a good point. I got a question for you. Now, when it comes to all these vehicles, do you find it easy to acquire this information, or do you have to go through manufacturers who may not be willing to release drawings and everything else like that? I mean, I used to work at a company and we called it proprietary information. And like, I'm not going to go share my drawings with just anyone because there are drawings and they're meant for our machinery.
Well, if someone can tell me how to put up a photo so you can all see, I can show you how I do it or explain how I do it.
Great.
But I don't know how to get a photo up on my screen here.
Neither do I. That's my pay grade.
Jason, you're the tech wizard. Can you help me out? I'd love to see this.
You're dreaming, aren't you? So, hang on. Let me just see while I'm working this out.
Because that is always something I've wanted to know. I mean, as military modelers, you can find stuff like, I mean, I even bought drawings for a bullfighter, scale drawings for a bullfighter one time for like 50 cents at a swap.
Actually, I might be able to do it from my phone.
That's probably easier.
Maybe you could do a
Scotty,
video on that. Maybe you could do a video on that, Trek.
Yep.
As an ex-RN myself, did you pay attention to cannulization as much as you pay to your modeling?
Probably not.
You arsehole.
So this is what I'm using, one of the photos I'm using for the build that I'm doing now with the heavy hull load.
Okay.
So I'm basically building it from the photo.
From that photo, that's
wow.
That's remarkable in and of itself.
Hang on. Go back. Right. So, and there's another photo for the push truck. So again, I'm building from the photo.
Damn. You build it all. Now I understand you scale it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's something I was never much of a math whiz myself, and scaling is something I've never really tried to do. It's actually very simple for what I've been told.
So here's one with the trailer under construction.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, that's the one. Is that the logging trailer or is that the equipment hauler?
Yeah, it's that trailer there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that's the load that I showed you, which is
right.
If I put them together, I'll hold them up together. You can see how they look.
Oh, Bob is offering some instruction. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bob, I think because I control everything here, you might not be able to.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, there we go.
That's unbelievable. That's incredible.
So basically, I built that from the photo.
Damn.
I don't know how well that's showing up, but
yeah, it's showing up.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. What's interesting to me is you're taking from a photo that's not a profile. It's like a, I don't even know the angle of the image, but it's not a straight on photograph. I mean, how do you scale based off that?
Please.
See,
don't.
basically,
You go back and said, "Look at this photograph."
Jason, don't plan on a singing career.
I used to have one, you prick.
I'll look for
Used to
basic
be.
shapes of models, and I found a model of a tanker, which is that's what I started with when I started building the load. But once I put it on the trailer to the back of the truck and looked at the photo at the same angle, I could see that this was too small. So I ended up going to the hardware store and getting a much bigger diameter pipe, which was more in scale to what I saw to the truck in the photo, and then I go from there.
That's incredible. My hat's off to you, sir. That is really some great work. I mean,
So I'll find something that has the basic shape and then start from there, adding all the details that I see.
that's great. I mean, your level of research and preparation is as great as your physical, model building. It's incredible. Hey, there you are, Jim.
Yeah, the stupid my internet connection. We're working on sorting it out, but it goes wonky sometimes.
Where are you located? I mean, I know you're in Michigan, but I mean, are you more rural than urban?
Oh yeah, we're out in the sticks.
Yep.
But so what I have to do, I ran power and water out here to my barn. I got a 36 by 48 barn, and this is a small room within that barn, but it's all metal.
Yeah.
So I have a Wi-Fi, like an extender with one antenna outside the barn and one antenna inside the barn, but I got to run a hard line out here. Yeah, digging's not one of my favorite things, so I've been kind of lazy on running the Ethernet out here.
Mate, you'd be used to doing hard work, fixing boards, so yeah.
I've got another photo to show you from my phone of another model I've been working on.
Hang on.
Oh, go away.
Oh, yeah.
So it's basically one of the scenes from Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Right. Yes.
Space Dock, isn't it?
Do me Star
Yeah,
Wars,
try
and
it.
then I'm happy.
There you go. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah. That is really something.
That's my research material for Star Trek.
Just trying to get rid of the glare.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
tell me
Yeah,
about
working
it.
on a phone screen. Yeah, it's not the easiest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
That's
great
also,
stuff.
Scott.
So I did all the lighting for that.
If you
There's a
build
photo of-
Space Dock, I'll be very upset.
So that's some of the internals for it that I've done.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all those videos are gone now.
What, these ones?
No, all the Trekkies had hundreds and hundreds of videos. You've only been
Okay.
back now for, what, 2-3 months now, Scott?
Something like that, but I don't feel I'm getting anywhere with my channel, and there's no interest or support for it. That's
Hey,
how I feel.
It's how long have you been doing it?
On YouTube, 10 years.
And you don't feel like the audience is growing?
No, it's shrinking.
It's shrinking.
So here's another one I've done. I've had people think that this was a real truck.
Oh, it's a little burnt out. Can you get it on a
Yeah.
different angle?
I'm trying to work that out.
There you go. There you go. That's better. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a model.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Australian road trade?
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you edit your videos at all, or do you just put them up in entirety?
Entirety. I'll have the camera going while I'm building.
Uh-huh.
I learned to build by watching, not by actually talking and having it explained.
Right.
So I just feel that it's probably easier to learn seeing how something's done, not by being told how it's done.
Well, I took the audio off my OnlyFans page, so that was okay.
Have you thought about, like, I mean, it's a lot of work. You got a lot going on right now already, but have you thought about voicing over before you put the video up?
See, I don't know how to do any of that.
Okay.
I can teach you that.
I don't even know how to make intros or anything. I
I'll
just
make
put the
you
camera
intros.
on and
I can make you an intro.
oh,
And-
okay.
A lot
This
of
is the first one, Scott.
intros.
You make me a PCB, I'll make you intros.
Hang on.
No, go ahead, Jim. I think you got some good advice to offer. I
We
know
go back.
you've been.
There's another one of the fire trucks as I was building them. Get
Other
the
side,
angle
Scott.
right again.
Yeah, there you go. Go. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's better.
That's
So
amazing, bro.
Scratch building the fire trucks.
Unbelievable, mate.
What state are you in, Scott?
Victoria.
Yep.
Sort of halfway between the Vicky border and Melbourne. Sort of central.
So, was Bilge saying that you were taking videos down?
What's that?
Was it sounded like, and I might have misinterpreted what was going on, but was Bilge saying that you were
Yeah.
removing videos?
I've had so many trolls abusing me and everything in the comments and that I just had enough.
What was the subject matter that they were objecting to?
You can moderate your comments with a couple. Have you tried that? So you can set different levels for your comments where it'll automatically just send them into the nether, and they won't know that their comment on their screen, their comment will appear, but to no one else and to you, it'll just be cast into the nether. So they can continue to comment and troll, and to them it looks like it's showing up, but to you and everyone else, it's just off in space.
Hang on.
Yeah. Okay, we see it from there.
Model. Because it looks like a real blade truck to me.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I think Jim's offering some good advice for you, Trekkie, because that's the way you could make it, you know, liven up your product and eliminate the troublemakers, because you're never going to get away from those people.
You pull the videos down, that's a bummer, because, you know,
there was like 800 of them at one stage.
800 what comments?
He even had videos showing you how to program your boards.
See, now that's all good stuff.
Here's a photo of what I was doing for. There we go. See the drawings?
Yeah.
I printed them out at 1/25th scale to build the 2 fire trucks from.
Yeah, that's see that stuff you gotta. That stuff is something you should be sharing. I think you got a lot of great stuff to offer there, Trekkie. I mean, a lot of great stuff.
So yeah,
coaching,
things like that. I'll
coaching and
find an
advice
image I printed out at scale.
Yeah,
and then I'll build it to that.
Some coaching and advice on how to run your channel could go a long way, I think, because your stuff is just too good not to share. I mean,
I know, that's what I was thinking. Like it's so great, and when you put it up there, it's up there, you know, in the digital world forever. It makes you immortal, you know, like people will be looking at that 30, 40 years from now. But it's pretty easy to moderate comments. You can block people and you can remove comments, and which I guess with 800 videos, that would be that's a pretty big task to moderate. But you can, there's different settings you can use where it'll be like almost automated. If somebody uses like derogatory language, or you can select certain words so it'll automatically hide the comment.
Done.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
What do we got here?
One I've built. And
Jason?
Cab over. Yeah. That's a KW.
One. The race truck and the hauler.
Yeah, that was the Tyrone Malone's drag truck.
See, you not only build great models and you build them yourself, you photograph stuff very well. I mean, this is a treasure trove of a channel you got here, Trekkie. It's just too.
I wish I had my photos for the dual truck that I built, because I got some out in the paddock out the back, and people swore that was real.
See, I mean, you're tooting your own horn in a great way. That's some great stuff. The right presentation, you'd have shitloads of views.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well,
I'm losing 1 or 2 subscribers a day, and I have been since I put my channel back up.
Yeah. I remember when I first subbed to your channel and I went through what you had. Yeah, I see the limited number of videos, and I remember the first time you appeared on here, you talked about the fact you took stuff down, and you know what I'm saying is that you've got so much to offer, and the right construction of your content can open up the door to, I mean, because it is, I mean, look, right from the start, what you do from the start to when it's finished, all of that is stuff that I know I would be watching all the time, because I love stuff like this. I'm that much of a model geek. I am so impressed by how people start their work from their research to their finished product. That stuff I could watch all the time. I'm not just want to see you paint it. I just want to see you build it. I just want to see it done. No, I love the start to finish process.
Yeah.
Do you put them into the Hobby Expo?
No, I've never been in a show.
You'd walk away some awards, buddy. I mean, I know transporting that stuff would be a bear to do, but I could see those things winning some awards. You brought them here to America, you'd have guys with their eyes falling out of their heads. I'm telling you, that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think of myself as an expert modeler. I just think of myself as an average modeler, just getting by.
Well, Yeah, I agree. But what I'm saying is that what you do and how it works, you have the full 3-dimensional experience. I'm telling you, you don't see many models like that at contests. You just don't. If you brought your stuff in, say you brought a fire truck and some of those bigger vehicles along, and maybe and your U-boat and your Star Trek stuff, holy mackerel! You come home with so many medals, they'd have to put you through a metal detector.
Actually, speaking about that, one of my 172 scale U-boats is all painted, but somehow I managed to get the finish just right that it actually looks like it's made of metal.
That's great. See that now?
I'll go get it.
Yeah, please do. That is an art in itself, right there.
He's
How
gonna.
about it, Jim? Does this guy have a channel or what?
I think so, man. I think you just like in anything, if you're not getting any hate, then you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's always gonna show up and shit on something great.
Wow.
For whatever reason. That's beautiful.
There you go.
That's how you do a sub, Buff.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That looks better than plates.
Yeah. I struggle with that. I struggle with that with armor modeling, Trekkie. I try, but I can't seem to get my plastic kits to have that look of metal, but not just metal, but I mean like dirty, chalky, ripped up, beat up stuff that's got texture to it.
So this is actually my first attempt of weathering a model.
Well, it's a hell of a first attempt.
Yep.
Yeah, you hit a home run right out of the gate.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
that's a stunner, mate.
Yeah, the rigging is awesome. That makes a ship model. You got to have good rigging, and yours is.
That one that you built, Scott. That one there is what prompted me to do what I did with my my Fletcher class destroyer.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's a boat, 1/25 scale or something like that. It's like 3 foot long. I went through. I marked out all the rib frames for the hull and everything. And then I went through with my chisels, and I actually tin canned the hull.
Oh,
Gave it oil candy.
Hey, Jason.
That's what I'm doing with the U-boat with the impacts on the
Okay, you're doing the oil canning too.
Bob, sorry, Jim. It's a boat. It's not a ship.
So if you zoom into that, you can see how I distressed the hull.
I was saying, Jason. I was saying ship models in period.
Okay, buddy.
So that's awesome. What I did to that one to make it look like it's been corroded and everything underwater.
Yeah.
Wow, man,
that's beautiful.
Impressive ones.
Link was sent. Email was sent.
Yeah.
So
I've made this Fletcher look like she's just been abandoned at the dock for the last 20 years. So it's just super rusty and broken portholes. And
that's great work. James, I was going to say,
25th scale, you can do it.
Okay, it's a bit dusty, but
I'll talk to you later, James. I just got something I got to say. I saw something on your screen background I wanted to mention. Wow,
all right.
What scale?
That's nice bird, Mum.
What scale, Scott?
1/350.
Holy mackerel! I thought that was 1/200.
Oh, the big A.
Oh shit! I forgot how big that it was.
Courtesy of someone.
Wow.
So I spent 9 years building this.
Holy shit.
I suppose that one's all lit up too?
No.
Oh, it isn't? Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful though. Yeah, you're right. I mean, wow. That is great. Well, James, I was going to say, I noticed in the background on your screen, you were showing that Englishman, Mock Models, who was building the new Bristol Bullfrog.
It's just been playing in the background.
Yeah.
I'd turned on Nigel.
Yeah. Okay.
He'd started the Lancaster.
Yes.
Started another Lancaster.
Yeah, he started at 70 seconds.
That's a lot of Lancasters.
And then when that finished, it's just gone.
Right, it goes from one to another. Yeah, but that guy right there, that Englishman, Mock Models.
Yeah.
He'll build a model. If a kit comes out by the end of that first week, he's already got it done.
Yeah.
What do you got there, mate?
That Bulldog is an awesome model. I really like that. I'm not one to build biplanes, but that one's got me thinking about buying and building it. That's a nice model. Airfix really did a great job on that.
Yeah, they've fixed their game up with some of their kits, which is good.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. If they made more stuff, I
ready, Paulie?
would buy more Airfix kits. But some of their
No,
stuff.
he's not bringing it. Thank God for that.
Here we go. It's the Aussie Trekkie Model Show.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
it.
God,
Keep rolling out here, man.
Now just
So-
find
It's a power pack.
You know,
This is
I've
what
got
happens
to look
when
down
you
the camera
actually
for
finish
this.
something.
okay. The which one is that? Jersey, Wisconsin, Missouri.
Missouri, World War II. But hopefully it'll work.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Turn the lights off.
Oh,
Turn the outside lights off, buddy. Make the room dark, please.
Yeah, that would really help. Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's
And
awesome.
it's, as you can see, remote
Yep.
control.
Oh, nice.
That is sweet. Oh, look at the bridge is lit up too. You can see it. Look at the lights on the bridge. Ha ha. That is. I'll tell you what. You know, that's the full experience, man. You know what you remind me of, Trekkie? You know what you remind me of? You remind me of there's a lot of great fast food joints in Chicago, and some of them have got awesome homemade things. And if the whole world knew about it, that guy would be a millionaire in a week.
Okay.
And fantastic product that the modeling world needs to see. I'm telling you, man. I know I'm laying it on thick, but man, you have got some great stuff.
Well, you are American.
I don't care. I mean, that shit floats my boat, man. You are.
He's
you are
fucking
doing
amazing.
stuff.
That's all he is.
Yeah.
So-
exactly.
I
I agree.
say it in the nicest possible way. I hate you.
Oh, poor Paulie's been knocked off his perch.
I used to say that there were 3 or 4 of us that used to cycle together, and the guy who taught me how to ride long distance was not our leader, but he would ride with us. And me and the other guys would be sucking air on mile 35, mile 40, and he's just pedaling along like it's another walk in the park. And we tell him, "Fuck you, Dan, you suck." we could barely speak, and he's just sitting there. Come on, guys, only another 15 miles. We're done. Anyway, just had to say it. So anyway.
That's why the internal combustion engine was invented, so you don't have to ride a push bike.
Exactly.
Hey, Jason, you do it because it's there. That's
No.
because it's there. That's
So
why-
my father has ridden, and he was in his 60s, from Perth, Western Australia to Sydney on a mountain bike. He has ridden from Tasmania to Cairns, which is the top of Australia,
Right.
basically.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
On that, he's ridden the Simpson Desert. He's ridden the
Jesus
Simpson
God.
Desert 3 times on a mountain bike.
My
I drove
hand.
to Western
This
Australia to
Paul.
Corolla. Does that count?
There you go.
Oh,
Another
God.
Titanic.
Hang on, I'll turn the light off.
Yes.
Shavis, you have some competition.
Oh mate, I've been telling Scott for ages. He's got to get on here because his work is up there with Seamus.
If you
Oh,
see
yeah, it is.
here, you
So
can see that flashing in Morse code.
That's
Yeah.
PCB I want.
wow.
So there's
So-
2 towers here that have signal lamps on top of them that light up for the Morse code. So I've got them flashing SOS.
Wow. Oh my God.
Same old shit.
No, it's not the same old shit. This is great.
No, that's what SOS stands for.
Are you doing the rear planking? The plates on the
Yeah.
house end of it? On the
Doing
stern?
everything. And I've even got interior rooms in here as well, state rooms and everything.
Holy mackerel.
So
Each have
awesome.
nothing to do with it, Jim.
Absolute crazy.
That is is
Good crazy.
I can't look. The more you show, the less words I'm finding to come across with stuff. describing this stuff. This is just.
We are privileged, boys. We are privileged.
I've watched videos where he sits there and actually programs the board to do what he wants it to do.
So what were the trolls like posting links to stuff, or were they just being mean?
Just being mean.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
Man, that's
I take everything personally.
Yeah, just
right.
being asked.
And you don't have to. And if you delete comments or block people, I listen to watch creator content all the time about making a better channel and stuff. It doesn't affect you negatively with YouTube or the algorithm if you delete comments or you block people. And there's settings in your on your homepage that you can set up, and you can put in certain words. And if somebody uses that word in the comment, it just goes into the nether.
Yeah,
you'll never see it. Your audience will never see it.
Like the word Jason.
If you block them,
yeah,
man, because what you're doing is you're far and ahead of so many people that, man, they're yeah. And I think that's probably where the trolls come from. Just like anything else, if you're really great at something, you know, and you might be one of those people. I know I am. You'll look past 100 great comments and pick up the one that's like, you're an idiot or you did that wrong. And it's okay to delete those. You don't have to let your comment section be a dumpster fire. You can delete them and it's all right.
Yeah, Scott, you're not average.
No, you're way.
And if you were average, you wouldn't get the trolls. If you were just average, people wouldn't take the time to feel like they have to. I don't know where it comes from, but what you're doing, man, people should definitely see.
It's too good not to share. It's too good not to share, Scott. It really is. It's.
So you are absolutely amazing, mate. Like, truly, don't forget what dickheads say. They're saying it because they can't achieve what you do.
Exactly.
The only reason
you're that good.
I have to
people
get
say
another
shit
couple.
like that is because you are so good.
I have to get another couple famous models for you to look at then.
Oh, you got a picture of me?
Come on, do it, please. Please, come on, man. You got to do it.
Hang on, before he comes back, I'm going to go get the garbage bin.
All right.
Oh, you're going to put all yours in there?
Yeah.
I tell you what, Paul, you shouldn't. I know you're kidding around, but I mean, you build some great stuff too. And you're what I like about you is you not only build it great, but you build in an industrious scale. I mean, you remind me of a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine who I've known for a number of years now. He's a retired Chicago police officer. He's living down in Alabama. He's got his own condo down there, and he's a scale modeler. And he not only does great work, but he turns them out.
It was on this day we all gave up modeling.
One month, what he does. And for me,
here we go.
All right,
I do what I do because I can't.
Another one from a famous TV show.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So,
wow.
I had the original A&T kit, which was inaccurate, so I bought the Revell kit and corrected it.
Okay, that's a double sleeper.
So from the TV show, BJ and the Bear.
Scott?
Yeah,
What's that?
BJ and the Bear.
BJ and the Bear.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you. I forgot about that one. I was thinking of moving on.
And I've got that truck too, and another classic Australian.
Yeah.
I know.
Sandman.
Shag and wagon.
If she's rocking,
Come and knocking.
Wow.
So
I could see some dope.
Shag and wagon.
I am the Night Rider.
Yeah, makes the black one I've got look silly.
You didn't,
see yours, buddy. Come on.
Trekkie. You didn't. There we go. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that popping out of the hood. Holy moly.
Big butt catcher on that.
Supercharger. And you tubbed it?
Need a drum to start it.
This is how the kit comes.
Oh, okay. All right.
A DDA kit.
All
Is
right.
that the one I've got here?
Probably you've got the Mad Max one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one as well.
We got to find out. Hopefully, he didn't delete his videos and he just set them to private.
Yeah.
Let's get him to upload them back up.
I'm pretty sure he actually took the channel down.
Oh my God.
No, the channel's up.
No,
But he's put it back up only like in the last 2-3 months.
Yeah.
That's why I've been bugging him in the comments to join us here tonight.
Yeah, there's only about 15, 20 videos on the channel now. When I go there and look at it, it's just parts of builds. But
Upload them, mate. Upload them. Re-upload them.
Scott, did you?
No, I don't have any of the old ones anymore.
Oh no!
I don't keep it. It was taking up too much hard drive space, so I didn't keep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Oh, just to let you know, Strainbest Van Gisbergen won at Sonoma today, so that's 2 back-to-back Nextel races.
Excel what?
Nextel Infinity Series, like the NASCAR.
Oh,
who
so
won?
not real racing.
Hey, Nextel
So
Cup.
not real racing.
Hey,
Not real racing.
Yeah.
well, no, this one they went because he came from drove in Australia. He knows how to turn left and right.
And right, yeah.
And so 2 weeks in a row on street courses. Good night.
I'll tell you what. You know what I like NASCAR on? I like it when they go to places like Watkins Glen or Indy 500. Those tracks get me excited to watch one of their races because, and I do like Talladega and Daytona because the angles of the curves are incredible. But the road courses, because I'm more of an F1 racer myself. I like Formula One. But when they go to places like Road America and Watkins Glen, yeah, then I like watching NASCAR run around.
Well, they're at Sonoma today.
Okay, I got another 2.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Race car
Come on.
matters.
From the 1990s.
Last of the big bangers.
Oh, I'm spent.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
You see that, Jimmy? That's a real car.
That's yeah.
That car had to get the decals for the.
It's also from another time, I can tell, with the Marlboro logo on the side.
I've
That
got
came
the
in a
1-to-1 street version of that car sitting in my shed.
It's cool.
Those decals for the Marlboro logo had to come in a plain brown envelope under the
Look at
desk.
those old girls.
Yeah.
It's called dusting.
And,
buddy.
hole.
You can dust. Dusting.
Tell me about it. I
Whole
live in a
new
dusty
thing.
desert.
He would have to hire someone just to dust them. By the time you got done, you'd be starting back over again.
Yeah.
Well, the one on the left is no good, but the one on the this is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
We don't display boards.
Scott,
Ah,
I use one of these. You know your makeup brushes?
Yeah. What's that?
Hang on. Paulie's showing off his Nissan.
Same one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got to do the 92 one
It
as
does
well.
have the wrong wheels on it, Scott.
Yeah, tell me about it.
yeah. I see Ed here with the comment. I only watch. Yeah, Ed. I grew up watching NHRA racing. and
Makeup
having
brush.
it all over my bedroom. My
Is that
brother.
from your own private collection?
Use it for
Is that
dust
from
and
your
all.
beauty drawer?
No,
It ain't
I
fucking
actually got
working.
this idea. I got it off Frankie Day because he uses exactly the same thing for dusting off his models because they're nice and soft and gentle.
Do you find they don't irritate your skin?
No, mate. Tickles a little bit too if you get in the right spot.
Actually, you know those makeup brushes, Bilge. You can also use those for dry brushing.
Who's that one? Jack? Who's that? Mark Scape.
That's so cool, Paul. That's awesome.
Wow, nice, very nice.
They're die cast.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Paul?
They're die cast.
Die cast. Okay, Scott. Your turn.
Yeah, so when I was living in America in 2019 or 2020, this is This a replica of the car I owned when I was living there.
Ah, very
Right
nice.
down to the number plate.
What,
The
Charger?
Charger.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
2019 Charger.
I hate you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hang on. Well, you boys are killing me here with your bloody models in the air, and
If I get my phone, I can show you the photo of the real one.
Oh,
From
That's
Target
cool.
Tasmania.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
yes, Jason, I've joined your club.
what's that? Yay! Except it's Chase Elliott. He's a wanker.
That's all right. It's a Camaro.
Yeah, I know, but he's
Australian
still a wanker.
decals on it.
You know, I really want to piss a few Americans off, and not you boys, but I would like to get a Kyle Busch kit, build it, and crush it.
Well, hey, everybody's got their drivers.
He's the biggest wanker in the world, that man.
We were just talking about that. If you're not getting any hate, you're not doing something right.
Ah.
That's the car I had. That was taken in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Okay, Scott, you forced me to do it.
Nicest car I've ever driven in my life.
Now we're ready.
I think he's going to bring his baby out.
Yeah, I'm going to bring out the daily driver.
I'm sorry, Jimmy, but any man at the end of a race that puts somebody directly into the wall and then gets the shits with the bloke he put into the wall, mate, that's not a sportsman. I'm sorry.
Hey, the NASCAR seems so easy to me. You just get in the fastest car and floor it.
No, but did you see the incident?
When Dale Jr. quit racing, I quit watching.
You look a bit like Dale Jr.
Well, maybe that's why I like him so much. I don't know, but I really like that guy.
Okay.
Oh,
What do you
yeah,
got?
one daily
Oh,
driver.
that's your baby. Yeah. Nope. Focus.
Got a VE.
Camera.
Yeah.
Focus.
I've got a VF.
Okay.
VF Storm.
Very nice.
557 horsepower of Australia's finest.
It,
Is it?
Orgasmic
The engine
rumble.
needed to freshen up, so I sent it out to have it done.
Is that who's the manufacturer of that, Paul?
Holden.
Holden.
Holden. Okay, so it's
Usually.
It has an L98,
is it a General
6
Motors
litre.
power plant? Six
L98 6-litre
All right.
with GM
That's
Motorsport
awesome.
heads and cam.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Getting
it's running
busy.
557 horsepower at the moment. When I put extractors on it and an over the radiator intake, it bumps it up to 600.
Okay. Yeah. And you had it all tuned.
Yes, but the clutch
Okay.
at the moment is shot, so I've got to be very gentle with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very rare car because it's a 6-speed manual.
Yeah, that's pretty rare here too. That's in Camaros, Corvettes, the T56 I think, right? Is a 6-speed.
Yeah, I won't say that the
Yeah.
Camaro was a Commodore with 2 doors.
Yeah. I'm a fan of 2-doors. If you're going
No,
fast, you do it in a
No,
2-door.
the 2023 Camaro was actually designed in Adelaide.
Really?
Yeah, it's based on a Commodore chassis.
I know the guys here love those G8s, which is a Holden Monaro, right? The Pontiac G8 from the late 2000s is a Holden Monaro.
Friggin' front end on it.
Well, they get busy.
Front end. Makes them look
Yeah.
horrible.
They actually used him as a chase car for the SR 71.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. That's
they hit 200 mile an hour down the runway.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Huh.
Aussie.
you turn the limiter off. In my car, from the factory, was 380 horses. You turn the limiter off in it, and it bumps it up to around 420. and the SS I had before that black one was a silver one.
Okay.
It was an
What about the
ex-police.
X-Pop chaser you had?
Yeah, the ex-police car I had.
That thing was insane.
That had hit. Well, I know it hit 245 kilometers an hour.
It's about 180 or something.
Yeah, and it still wanted to pull.
That's awesome. Technology's brought us a long way.
Yeah, I know it likes eating Mustangs because I ate a lot of Mustangs.
I own one.
Sorry.
The only one I own, diecast.
Yeah. When I graduated, they were the 5.0s, man. They were the fastest thing on the street. 245 horsepower in 1996, and like I had a '79 Camaro 350 with a 4-speed, and those 5.0s, those fuel injected 5.0s, man, they would run a hole in the wind. And to think now that 240 horsepower is what you get in like a Toyota Highlander,
Yeah,
or something. Technology has brought us so far in direct injection and multi-port injection and the programming, and it's amazing how far things have come in the last 20 years with the internal combustion engine.
Yeah, well, that's the silly thing. I also have a Holden Colorado.
Yeah, it's like
people who ride push bikes, hey.
And it has the same torque output as the SS did factory. And it's a 2.8 litre diesel.
no shit.
Oh,
We don't have a lot of.
You don't have the diesel over there, but that's all we got.
That's the Isuzu engine, isn't it?
Did they switch all? I'm sorry.
Isuzu engine?
No,
No.
No.
it's a VT Motori engine.
Hey, Jason, we got a new one dropping in Southwest Modeler.
Oh,
says,
Chunk's here. Finally, Chunk's here.
Hey.
2.5 hours after it all started, but
Yeah.
Nice for you to join us, Chuck.
ELH, he's my man.
I like your attitude, ELH.
I'm going to say goodnight. Well, it's obviously night time here. I won't be on for the next 2 Sundays because I've got a bit of a road trip going on.
You'll be
hang
here
on.
next Sunday. You'll be here.
Yeah, but you'll be streaming at 11, won't you?
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
And then the following Sunday, I'll be in Cairns, which is 1,800 kilometres north of me, taking Tim to a BMX race up there.
Hey, you can hit the Australian
Races, man.
Armor Museum while you're up there, James.
I will be taking Tim to that. Yeah.
I tell you, I could live there for a week, man. It's just unbelievable. Those guys are just—they never cease to amaze me what they do.
Oh yeah. When you got bottomless pockets.
I know. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's right. You got to bring the dough. Yeah. You got to bring the moolah.
Oh,
Being an ex-computer machinist, I'd love to get in there.
But yeah, so I'll see you all later, and I'll catch up when I see you again.
Okay, James.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right, mate. Take care.
Right.
All right, I'll speak to you
Talk to you in the
soon, Jason. Take care. Bye.
Take care, brother.
Yeah. Trekkie, do you watch your analytics, and where's the majority of your audience from?
No, I haven't actually looked at that for a while, but most of them are either UK or US.
Okay. So those two wouldn't fit the bill, but when certain things happen in the world, like right now, if you get a Russian subscriber, you'll see your subscriber count go up, but then YouTube will actually they're still subscribed to your channel, but they don't count towards any of your analytics, and then the number will go back down. And if if most of your audience is in the UK and the US, that wouldn't have anything to do with your subscriber count. But if somebody from Russia subscribes currently with the situation, if they subscribe to your channel, you'll see, 10,001 subscriber, and then about 24 hours later, it might go down 1, and it's because you don't get, currently you're not getting any credit for anything that happens in Russia. They'll still let your videos be shown there, but you don't get any monetization for it, and you don't get the subscriber count or anything like that. But yeah, man.
At the moment, the only countries coming up is United States, United Kingdom, Australia, and Canada.
Well, that's
okay.
Good. That's good. That's a good start. Yeah. Now, Jim, you were talking about the. So you're basically being penalized because someone from Russia subscribes to your channel. Like
no, it's not penalized at all. It's I think the political realm and Google's involvement with that, you don't get you just don't get credit for it. They can still view it and they can still comment, but if you're monetized, they're not allowing any videos to be monetized in Russia, and any Russian subscribers don't count towards your subscriber count. It will for a minute, and then they take it away once they figure out that subscriber is actually in Russia. If they're not using a VPN,
right.
And it's not just Russia. That was just the example I was using.
Right. Yeah, but that sounds like YouTube saying, okay, well, this situation is going on with this country, and anyone from that country that comes and visits your channel, you're not getting hit for, but we're not counting it toward your channel. That's still playing like a referee role here. I don't get it, man. I mean, I
don't either.
Yeah, I'm firmly in Ukraine's corner as far as the issue we're talking about goes, but that's not the point. We're talking about a channel here and subscribers. That to me seems like it's a totally neutral thing, unless they're concerned about security issues. Is that what it is?
No, I don't think it's security. I think it's just the people, the powers that be. Because it's not just us being viewed there, but it's also any of their channels that they might have are no longer monetized until the thing is all settled. Yeah. But Trekkie, I would encourage you to, if the comments bother you, and that's okay that they bother me. I get comments like, "Hey, great work," but then when somebody's like, "You're an idiot," that's the only comment I see. You can moderate those, and you can even set it so that you view the comment. Well, that wouldn't help. But yeah, you can definitely moderate those automatically. There's settings in there, and I'd be more than happy to help you through it, so that you don't see them. Nobody sees them except the person that posted it. So they're oblivious to the fact that they're not getting under your skin. They can keep commenting and saying stuff, and to them it looks like it's going up, but to you and the rest of the world, nobody's seeing it.
Oh, okay.
So you get too good of a product there, Aussie. You really should get it out there, and there's a right way to put it together and present it. I mean, he and I have been talking about it too, because it's like, he's been bouncing ideas between us the last week or so, and he's really opened up my eyes to say, look, you got some decent stuff, and how you present it, and how your the way you present it is sometimes even more important than what you're actually modeling, because you can create an audience by how you put your stuff out there, and that's all news to me as well. I mean, I'm learning all this stuff, and as far as the trolls go, man, I'm telling you, you're not. I think we all know this. We all know this. There are those sick people out there that just enjoy being negative. I think that's their positive, is to be negative. I think it's like an adrenaline boost. It may be a borderline mental illness. I mean, but you are never going to get away from people who want to just troll. That's just the way.
You give me you email me your phone number and whatever, or I'll give you. We'll catch up when we can. You give me the ideas on how you would like ideas on your intro. I could just make it up perfect.
See, I have no idea whatsoever.
Well, I can do all that. That's what
I don't get any of that stuff.
If you're gonna make an intro, one idea to think about might be to just have like 1.5 second clips some of your favorite builds and maybe sections of those builds, show some of those lights, and then move to like the Titanic and just quick clips of what you're capable of, so that people are like, oh my gosh, I have to watch this. To see
clickbait.
Yeah.
Do an abbreviated version of what you build.
Yeah. Or maybe a bunch of different builds at the beginning, and that's just one idea.
Oh, okay.
Because most of us dumb idiots have a very short attention span.
So
what squirrel?
If you send me a video, I can. So just email me a video or whatever. I'll put it in the cloud. I can put it on my Lightroom. I can edit it for you. Put your intros and everything like that. Send it straight back. You load it up.
See, I just don't know what people want to see. That's why I just put the camera on while I'm building, and I film that. And then when I've had enough, I turn it off, and then I upload it.
But see, if you send me that, I can take screenshots. I can pause video, capture screenshots of where you are throughout that build.
Yeah.
Because I've got my program, I've got $8.5 grand worth of stuff in this computer that can do it real quick.
Oh, okay.
So I can chop and cut and get really high resolution and everything.
Yep.
And then I can compose your intro or outros or
I think people want to see what you're capable of. I think people would like to see how you do what it is that you do, maybe with and you don't talk at all, you don't explain what you're doing or why you're doing them.
But I'm not the most talkative person, but I do that.
Okay.
But then I get people complaining that I'm not building what they want me to build on camera.
Well, it's not for them to worry.
That's not what you build. That's not what it's about. You're not going to talk to your audience.
Because I think the scratch building I'm doing for this truck that I'm doing doesn't just apply to trucks. You could apply it to anything else. It gives you the basic skills on how to do things. Even though I'm building a truck, a shipbuilder, if they wanted to redesign a superstructure, it gives them knowledge on how to do that.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to be applied to that one subject. It can be applied to anything else. But viewers don't get that. They say, we don't like watching you building your trucks, and they want me to build other things.
I got to say, Scott, I've got some viewers. Some. Not all. Some. Because I'll tell you what. The way you do
mate, whatever help you need, I'm happy to help you. You are an amazing person. You're an amazing modeler.
Yeah, you take things to offer. I mean, you two are right there in Aussie.
Oh, he's in Mexico. I'm in Australia.
Oh, you're what
Wait, I was born Mexican. Don't you start. Get me riled up.
That says a heap about you.
Excuse me. Where you at, Scott? Where are you?
Me, I'm in
Mexico.
Victoria, in Australia.
We call them Mexicans.
They call us Mexicans because we're south of the border.
Oh, come on. All right, Jason. All right.
No, it's true. That's why they got scars on their necks.
Jim, what do Victorians like about New South Wales?
Tim Tams.
No, keeps Queensland that much further north.
All right. Okay. Well, now we're getting into the brother Aussie stuff. That's
what
territory.
So that's where you missed it, Jim. That's what. So Mexicans, things happen down south, and we don't like when COVID came.
Nobody talks about Tasmania, all right?
No, we don't.
No.
But
that was my introduction to Australia. The cartoon character, the Tasmanian Devil. The Warner Brothers cartoon character, the Tasmanian Devil. So that's what that was. No, I could go on about the difference between north side, south side of Chicago, and this, that, the other thing. I mean, you're right there in Australia. You and Jason could get together and brainstorm and come up with a lot of good stuff. Because man, I'm telling you, your channel and what you got to offer
needs to be out there, Scott.
That stuff you can't keep that stuff wrapped
up. Mate, the level you are at, is just unbelievable. People dream of having those
Scott,
skills.
you're not average.
Yeah, I still think I am. See, with my
Yeah, well, you better
Star
start
Trek
thinking.
models, oh, actually, with some of them in the past, I did all the electronics on camera, everything, so people could see how things are soldered up, all the components that go into it, how to wire things up. I do all that on camera too.
And you did the programming as well, or the boards?
Yes.
I remember those
I
videos.
did that for that original Enterprise. I did that on camera as well.
Well, you know, you
My
watch
idea of electronics
television.
is you plug it into the socket.
Yeah, and watch it blow up.
Yeah.
No, editing is 90% of. Well, I wouldn't know about that much, but I'll say editing is almost everything as far as how something's put together. And I'm telling you, you've got a great content. You can organize it, bring it together. You brainstorm with Jason, and I'm telling you, that channel is going to grow. It has to. It's just got so many good things.
Editing is getting a flow on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's telling a story.
Yeah, exactly.
You get the new king of YouTube.
Factorizing it each.
Yeah.
Yep. You got it.
Well,
There's
Bill's
man.
got that.
There's a man.
It's a visual book.
Mhm.
Yep.
See, with my Apache helicopter, it's at 135th, I'm planning to do all weathering on that, but I'll do probably a 10-15 minute video of how to weather some of it, but then I have to stop because I need to let paint dry before I can do the next stage.
Yep.
And then I'll put the camera back on again and continue on.
Right.
Yeah.
If you use Outlaw, Scott, you've got 15 minutes drying time.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
Hang on.
I tell you what, those Apache helicopters are just selling out the door. It's amazing how many people have bought and built those.
That's all Outlaw, ain't it, Paulie?
That's all Outlaw.
That looks great. That's really
That's
good.
the Aussie screen.
Paint. Scott?
That's amazing.
What's that?
That's the quality of Outlaw paints. That's what you can achieve.
Okay, yep.
Straight out of the gun. Half a bottle of bourbon for the camo, and it was fine.
And not only that, but with Outlaw, let me guess, I don't have it up here. But anyway, like this is the OzCam camouflage black,
Yep.
as you can see. Then that's more or less ready to go. Straight in the take lid off, in the airbrush,
Yeah.
squirt it, and yeah, as you've seen, like and even like the car colors.
Yep. Yeah, that's like my red one here. I got that shine off of that straight out of the airbrush.
Yeah.
And I've never actually had
I've
one.
thrown just to get it that little bit more, gleamy. I've actually put 2K clear over that I also got off rough.
Nice. Very, very nice Nomad. Yeah.
That's all in Outlaw 2K, Outlaw paints and 2K.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful stuff.
Get this thing to focus.
Hang on.
There we go. Yeah. Well, any Nomad is awesome, but 55.
Oh, Scotty, Outlaw is all my pigments are specially made for me.
Yep.
Liquid pigment. They've been engineered and the thin has been engineered for scale modeling.
Yep.
That's what you get. That's what you get in the 2K clear pack.
Oh, okay.
I think I've had 3 of them.
I know
So-
B&A just ordered 15 boxes of it.
Oh, God.
Hey, Jason, go back to Plastic Monkey's comment, the one right above Southwest Modeler. It's interesting. Started doing 10-minute updates every week. It seems to be working better. Okay. Now, 10-minute updates, you mean you just like what you're working on plastic, and you put 10 minutes into what you're doing next week. You had another 10.
Keep it short.
Yeah. Okay.
Goldfish attention span.
All right, so let's we got some Outlaw bright blue. All right, and I have, this is something I use, this old Corvette all the time. So let's just we'll throw some Outlaw down on it real quick. Pretty thick. The angle I'm at. So we'll just hit it with some air real quick. This is just a crummy old die-cast body I use for try before you buy.
Always got to have a mule around. Always got to.
All right, so let's give that a few seconds here. Let me get rid of the air so you guys aren't dealing with the air hose. And then, so we'll just give this like a minute or two. Like already.
That's quick to dry then.
Yeah. It gets better than that. Hang on.
Yeah.
It gets even better. I've never done it quite this fast, but I think it'll work.
Chunk doesn't like Outlaw.
So
the tape test. Yep.
So that, I mean, we're seconds in.
Yep.
There you
There you
go,
go.
Scotty. Does that give you an idea, mate?
So probably, you know, he would need an incredible amount of Outlaw for some of those large ships, but for his weathering and his trucks and stuff, like, it's not coming off. I didn't prep the surface or anything. That's just white paint underneath there.
And he didn't detackify the tape either. You just put it right on. Yeah.
Straight off of the, so there, I mean, it's dry. You're ready to go.
Yeah, that shit's amazing. It really is. When I painted my P40 with that olive drab of yours, Jason, like I said, I've said it before, but I don't mind saying it again. It's like armor. That shit just stays.
Oh yeah.
And it's easy to touch up too. I mean, it blends together very well after you put a coat on, and then you put the color on top of that to kind of like make up for something, or something. It just comes together like it was done in the first place. Yeah, you need a bigger piece of paper, Paul, something that'll block out the background because the camera's focusing on what's behind you.
Oh, well. Next week.
So,
yeah. Run some test trials with it too, Paul. See if maybe there is something in your camera you can focus.
Yeah,
I don't know what thing about those things. Those freaking cameras on phones and everything else. They puzzle me, but that's because I don't work with them a whole lot. So that's part of the reason my photography and my models is so poor.
And you can
use the Samsung to take photos and the webcam to reveal my horrible face to the world.
So I mean, it's still, nothing's come off. So this is like our fourth, and there's nothing. So let's just for everybody to see, because this video will live for a while. So there's nothing on the tape. There's no blue paint on the tape at all.
Yeah.
So, and they mix really well together. If you need a specific, you know, like I did that truck and I didn't have the right brown. I just mixed some of the Outlaws together, got a brown, yellow, red, and blue till I got the brown I wanted. It mixed right up in the cup and sprayed it on and good to go. But yeah, it's amazing stuff.
Yeah,
you're not going to find anybody here that's going to say Outlaw is shit paint. Just don't spray it at high pressure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll run out of it real quick.
Bottle what pressure to spray at?
I usually go with 15 to 20 psi for what I work on. Sometimes 20.
Yeah, well, it says on the bottle.
For best results, spray at 15 to 20 psi.
Yep.
Shake,
You
bottle
can go
until
down to
thoroughly
10.
mixed.
I meant to say, Bill, that's what I do for most of my painting with whatever paint I'm using. But yeah, 15 to 20 for me is like the strike zone. It's like the strike zone for what I'm doing. I've noticed sometimes with certain airbrushes, they're like my old Posh H. That's a bit of an air hog, so I got to go 20 at least on that to get some decent results when I paint. But my double action airbrushes, they all work with 15 to 20, and it's fine.
Just
I've
don't
just
listen
got
to
a
Jason when he
super
says
cheap
what airbrush
auto
to use.
$60 piece of snot.
Well, gentlemen, it is now 2 hours and 15 minutes into the longest episode ever of Aussie Modelers Live.
And when you get good content, time goes by, man. We've had some good conversations here. And Tricky,
Scotty,
gotta
please,
get it out there, man. Gotta get
mate,
it out there.
contact me and I'll do whatever I can to help. Jim, always a pleasure, mate. Jimmy, thank you, mate. Keep going with awesome content, mate. Paul, Bilge, and James. Wow,
And
it was just
everybody
a
in
fantastic
chat.
conversation with you, gentlemen.
Yeah, and thanks everyone in the chat audience too for tuning in.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
Dom, Plastic, Sue, Bob, Buddy, Chunk, ELH, or Ed from ELH. Oh, well, next week's 11 a.m. Ed from Bob.
3 a.m. for Dom.
Yeah, it's 11 a.m. Australian. Yep, that's 8 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. your time, Jim.
So we really do appreciate you, boys and girls, and have a fantastic week. I'm still assembling about 3,000 bottles to go overseas, and so you guys are amazing. To everybody, just take care, and it's all good. And I'll catch you later.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Adios.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again. And we are